Hey there, folks. Tonight we are just going to kind of relax and chat with each other and hang out, and do what we do. I hope everybody is having a good weekend. I am trying so hard to find my comments, and there we go. Well, okay, there we go. Um, Tonight I am working on a crochet along that me and my friend Mona are doing. It's going to be a shrug, just a little cover up, like for tank tops and things like that. I thought my daughter would really enjoy it because this is a yarn. Here's the one with the band on it. This was a Lion brand yarn from Comfy Cotton Blend. That's the name of it. And it's an acrylic and cotton blend that they quit making. And I am so sad that I can't buy more of this. I've got maybe 5 skeins left of it. I'm sorry, this picture is not doing right. I've got 5 skeins of it left. 3 of them are this gray. Well, I'm not really a huge fan of gray. And I bought this just because it was the last of what they had in the store, and I love working with this yarn. So when my friend Mona showed me a shrug that she wanted to do, I said, "Oh my goodness, I love that. It looks simple, and I've got the perfect yarn for it, and I can give it to my daughter." So that's what I'm going to do. I think she'll like it. Of course, she doesn't know yet. We'll see what happens, right? Grumpus should be here in just a few minutes. And I'm hoping our friend Tom comes from Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook. And I've got some questions for him about just new meat. You ever get stuck in a rut in the kitchen and everything is the same all the time and you just don't have, you feel like you don't have the variety that you're looking for? Well, I'm there. I buy pretty much the same things all the time, and I really want to talk to Tom, who was formerly a chef in his earlier life. He did it for almost his whole life. And now he's retired, but I thought maybe I could talk to him about different things to make. Hi, Jen Snow. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here tonight. But yeah, tonight I made a chuck roast, and I did not really want to cook very much at all. So I can't believe I did this. I don't usually use prepackaged stuff. I usually cook most things from scratch, except I do use Better Than Bouillon chicken stock. I use boxed up pasta, canned tuna. I don't know what else. Not a lot of prepackaged stuff at all. But tonight I was feeling really lazy, and I just so happened to have a block of Velveeta cheese that I hadn't used, and it was not quite out of date yet, but it was getting close. And I thought, I'll just use this and make some quick mac and cheese. I threw some pepper jack in there. I threw some cheddar in there and got a little bit of a different flavor, but it was good. It was good for I'm not a fan of pasta either, but my son asked me to make the mac and cheese. And that's all we had, y'all. That was it. The chuck roast, the mac and cheese, bam, done. So I'm bored with cooking. And I need to be able to put some more variety in our kitchen. Yeah. Hi, everybody who might be lurking. If you want to comment and say hi, you're welcome to do so. And if not, if you just want somebody to keep you company while you're doing other stuff, that's perfectly okay too. Thank you for being here, regardless of what you want to do. Oh, you made chili. See, Jen, here where I am, it's already too warm. I don't know. I've always felt like chili was a cold weather thing, and now we're getting warm days, and it just seems like I love chili. A whole lot. Oh, hey, Lori, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. Lori is one of my new members. And just wanted to mention, I do have memberships, and you're welcome to join if you want. And if not, just being here is supporting the channel a lot. So I just wanted to say that. Excuse me. So, Lori, what are you working on? And Jen, what are you doing? What have you been doing with your time, craft wise or otherwise? I made a video today to actually upload, and I'm going to upload it either Monday or Tuesday. I'm thinking Tuesday. But my garden is not a garden yet. And I honestly believed that it would be done by now. But, you know, we were on a really, really tight timeline. We had to move and unpack in 10 days with very little help. And we just didn't get it done in time. Poppy had to go work out of town, and I'm waiting on him to get back to put things together. But then I learned we need to cut down some trees. So I have to do that before I can get my garden together. One of the trees happens to be in the garden. I can't let them bring a tree down and have it fall on one of my garden beds or anything else in there. So I'm just putting it off. But I have a plan. I have a plan, y'all, to be able to garden without being in the garden. Oh, my goodness. Also, make sure you email me because you joined my first month. Yes, I will do that, Lori. I'm sorry. I completely forgot about it before. Chili and dishes about what I did today. Well, you know what? That's a perfect way to spend a Saturday, isn't it? I'm currently making a baby blanket for a family in need. I'm also making my Stitcher Hood blanket for a DV shelter, and I'm making a crochet along with triangles that turned out to be challenging. You know what? I have never done triangles because they look challenging. Oh my goodness, it's 42 there. Hey, Jen, y'all didn't have any of those storms, did you? We're supposed to get some, I don't know if it's storms tomorrow, but we got 75% chance of rain. And that's the best chance of rain that we have had in 5 weeks. Five weeks. Can you believe that? Normally this is kind of a dry season for us until May hits. And then, Lord have mercy, at hurricanes. That's not true. It's not really a real hurricane. But the rain comes down so hard and the thunderstorms are kind of violent. And when my daughter leaves to go to school or go to work or anywhere like that, I'll tell her, hey, you need to be careful today. It's hurricaning out there. No worries. Just want to make sure you get your little get. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Strong storm system that touched down in Washington, Iowa just missed us. But we had a tornado watch that night. Oh, my goodness. That is terrifying. You know, I was watching Ryan Hall, y'all, last night when all of that stuff was going on. And I thought about you. I truly did. So I said a little prayer for all the people I knew that were in the path of that thing. And actually, Poppy wasn't too far away from it either in Kentucky. So I was really hoping that he wasn't going to get any of it too. But he did say it was cold today. Oh my goodness, Lori, it was 37 there yesterday and snowed. Oh my gosh. The day before it was 75. Oh my gosh. Hey, Jane Doe, thank you for coming tonight. I cannot believe that. 75 one day and snow the next. Isn't that insane? I am, Lori, I know I said this in the beginning of my video, but this is what I'm working on. It's going to be a shrug for my daughter. Just a little thing to cover her shoulders up whenever she's wearing a tank top or what have you. Hey, Alfonso, how are you doing? I am having a very blessed day. It's been cold and you got snow yesterday. Wow. Alfonso's in Colorado, I think. Yeah. Colorado. Hence the reason why I haven't put anything outdoors yet. I do not blame you. I surely do not. But y'all, oh man, I'm telling you what. I don't know if y'all remember or not, but I was really afraid that one of my persimmon trees, both of my persimmon trees that my dad got me, were dead. And then one started putting on leaves. Well, the other one still has not put on leaves, but you are not going. I counted 8 little persimmon flowers on the one that's alive yesterday. And I'm really, really struggling with, should I pull them off or snip them off and just let it have another year to grow and get strong? Or should I go ahead and let it fruit? I'm kind of torn because, Mother Nature knows. I figure the tree knows when it's ready to produce, but I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. And I've also heard that if you let trees produce, now this is with citrus, but if you let citrus trees produce too quickly, it could stunt them, and they'll be small most of their life, and they won't give you as much fruit as they would have had you not let them produce. I caught my driver texting and driving on your way home from work. You reported him to the transit authority. Oh my goodness, Alfonso, that's terrifying. My daughter does that occasionally. My oldest one, not my younger one. My younger one's too afraid. But my oldest daughter does that, and she scares the devil out of me. I was actually, I went over to her house this week for 2 days in a row. And that's very unusual. I don't usually go to her house during the day because, the kids are at school and she's busy doing her meetings and things with PTO and the Chamber of Commerce, and she does other things, like she's a member of a political club around here. And anyhow, I was over at her house this week because she's apparently been struggling a little bit, and I went to her house to help her clean up. She had so much laundry. I'd never seen so much laundry in my life. And I told her, I said, you really ought to go through these clothes and throw out what you don't want anymore. I said, because I have a feeling it's been so long since you've done laundry. These kids done outgrown like 3 sizes. Oh, the link's not work. Hang on a minute, Tom. I'll take care of it for you. Let me see. Copy. And I am so sorry about that, Tom. I'm still learning this new computer, and it doesn't always want me. Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay, this is the right one, Tom. Thank you for letting me know that, Jane. I appreciate that. Oh, shoot, I forgot going to my daughter's house and cleaning up for her. Y'all, I worked all day Monday. I cleaned her kitchen, her bathroom, and did maybe 6 or 8 loads of laundry. I forget. And then the next day I went back. I mean, the kitchen and living room, and she had done the living room. But the kitchen, bathroom, and the living room were clean. And she has a playroom, but I didn't care too much about that because the kids are just going to destroy it again anyway. Hey, Sonia, how are you doing tonight? Thank you so much for being here. Y'all, help me welcome my good buddy Tom to the panel. Tom, how are you?
What is going on? I think I'm in the wrong spot.
Why are you in the wrong spot?
Oh, there I am. Let me see here.
Hi, Dwayne.
There we go.
Welcome, welcome, Dwayne, and welcome to you, Tom. How are you doing this evening?
Good, Charlotte. How you doing? All right.
I'm doing great. I was just telling everybody that I went over to help my daughter clean up her house this week. And y'all, for the record, I just want everybody to know that is extremely unusual for her to let her house go. She is the kind of person you can walk in there and eat on her floors most days.
Hmm.
And that's how I knew that she might be struggling a little bit because it's just completely unlike her. And I thought I would just go over there and kind of take charge a little bit and have some heart to heart come to Jesus moments with her. And she's doing better now. I think she's a little.
It seems to be going around these days.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Mine's heading back to back east.
Oh,
Yeah.
the job didn't work out for her.
Well, the job worked out fine. They found a growth on her neck, and did the biopsy on it, and come to find out, it is cancerous. You know, they seem to think that it's a slow growing type of thing. She said the name, but I can't. I was like, I haven't heard from her in a while.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
And usually when that happens, either she's totally mad at me for something or whatever, or hiding stuff that she don't want me to know.
She's trying to hide things. Right.
So yeah, that was the news. I mean, so she was like worried about. I don't want to leave you, Pop, but her mom has the same thing.
Oh.
So she said, I can't work, this and that. But I never heard of this before, but they're covering her for another 90 days.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So I don't know. But yeah, they're leaving at the end of the month. At the 29th, they're going back.
Oh, Tom, I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. I mean, it's not a, I don't mean that in a final sort of way. I just mean,
no. And I don't take it that way. It's just, that woulda, coulda, shoulda stuff when you're trying to tell people,
right.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Don't do that. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. And then on top of it, she said, it actually made me feel pretty damn mad. She got me mad. Yeah, because she said, at your age, I don't want to be. What the hell are you talking about?
Oh my! At your age.
But her mom has a surgeon, and they send all the paperwork up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I think they might be able to take care of. I don't know. I just
right.
It's not terminal. They're not for
That's good to hear. That's good to hear, and I know you're relieved too.
Yeah, I just I don't know. It's a tough thing to swallow, and plus I had some crap going on this week too. But
yeah,
I went. Charlotte, I got a handicap parking sticker.
Okay.
Hang it in my mirror. Okay.
Right.
We went to the store. We were in the store maybe 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Come out and there's a parking ticket on my windshield.
For what?
Well, evidently the sticker, the placard expired.
Oh no!
I didn't know nothing. I completely forgot about that. And so, like I said a little while ago, woulda, coulda, shoulda. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I could kick myself, but the fine is $355.
Oh, for the love of Pete!
Yeah. So I called the court and I said, look, you got me. You caught me,
Right.
Is it like that? Yeah, if you want, you can pay it down, blah, blah, blah. But the guy said, Mr. Garvey, he said, get it renewed. You don't have to appear in court for 90 days.
Right.
Okay. Bring it in. Once you get the paperwork done, bring it in and they'll probably just dismiss it.
Dismiss it. Right.
And go on from there. Charlotte, I try to get a hold of my doctor about this paperwork, and they put you no more phone calls. Now you got to go to a portal
and message them
your chart and go to it. It's 4 hours. Try- they got to send you. I mean, it's just was a week from
Well, did you get it taken care of?
Yeah, I got it. So I just now I just
Oh, thank goodness.
yeah.
Good.
I mean, but if
Yeah.
like 4 hours.
But not without wanting to pull your hair out and the person on the other end of the phone.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just like
Yeah.
it just complete craziness. Hey, have
Right.
you heard from Mr. Grumpus?
I actually no, not yet. I have you?
He, yeah. I mean, he called me Monday
Hmm.
morning, because we had talked about it on Saturday that I was going to switch over to Linux. Right?
Right.
He called me first thing Monday morning, and he went, "Tom, don't do
Don't
it.
do it.
Don't do it." He said, "I'm trying to save you from going to jail." He said he tried to do his. Okay,
Mhm.
and lost his mics, lost his cameras, lost everything.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't know. I mean, I was afraid to call him because I don't want him if he's in the middle of doing
Right,
something,
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
But he
Oh
said,
my
"I'm
goodness.
trying to save you."
Well, at least you got some really good advice. You know, that's one of the things I had a conversation with my daughter this week about. I said, honey, you are 40 years old
Thanks, Jane.
and you are old enough to understand by now what good advice sounds like,
Hmm.
but you're stubborn and you come by it honest. I get it. But start listening to good common sense advice. Start applying it to your life.
Amen.
You know, at 40, you would think they would have enough life experience to understand. I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, for years, and my daughter went through hell
Mm-hmm.
uh, with both marriages.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But I mean, that's life. Life moves on.
And it does.
So she's going to be 50.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and she's like, I want to kick myself. I didn't do this right. You can't blame yourself.
No.
That stuff just happens.
Well, and it sounds like hers is bad genetics.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
I said, just look to the man upstairs. I said, and just
Uh-huh.
roll with it that way. I said, if you're gonna have that negative attitude, things are gonna look worse.
That's true.
I said,
And
so.
that's another thing I said to my daughter. I said, you get to wake up every day and choose
Yeah.
to be miserable or to be happy. It's a choice. It's not according to what everybody else is doing in the world. It's in here.
Yeah.
It's all in you. Stop depending on other people to make you happy.
Exactly right. I mean, you could get better advice from that. You know what I mean? And just come on.
Mm-hmm.
But there again, getting scared about it, and I know exactly where she's at.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like my grandsons and stuff, I don't hear from them. I mean, they're at the age when they were little. You can get a crowbar between me and them, but then I hit that. Yeah.
Teenagers, young adults, they've got their lives. They're doing their thing.
So,
they're trying to feel out the world around them.
Yeah.
And decide who they are and, all that stuff. So I get that.
So
in fact, I'm going through that right now with my youngest daughter. I haven't heard from her in 2 days. I have no idea. Well, I can look and see, but today she was at her boyfriend's place of employment the last time I looked, and she told me that she was going to be working at her school all day doing music stuff. And I'm like, well, that doesn't look like the school.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I know she had to eat sometime, but still, her school's far away from where her boyfriend works.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, and then there again, like Marie says, well, how are you feeling about it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling that there's nothing I can do about it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I mean, just to well, woe is me and stuff like that. You gotta, you gotta do things the right way. And I think it's a better move for her anyway.
Oh yeah. Well,
You know, there's
medically maybe.
medically, and I think mommy is needed.
I get that.
And
I get that.
I think that's the, you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
she knows me. Sit down, shut up, and what's the problem? You know,
Let's
but
fix this right now.
yeah, exactly. But there's certain things you just can't, you just can't do like that. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But other than that, the $355 ticket, we went to this one store to save money. Marie thought I was going to explode. Okay. I just sat there and I started laughing. I said, you got to get up off early in the morning
Mm-hmm.
to be that dumb. Okay. Not, it's the placard sitting right here when I'm driving to see the dates on it. Okay. So it's my
Well,
dumbass fault.
here is something that I would pose to the court. Do you think I'm going to get any better? I'm 71, 2 years old. However, I think you're 71.
Yeah, I'm going to be 72.
71 years old. Do you think it's going to get any better?
Yeah.
Why is there an expiration date on my handicap? It's a handicap, for crying out loud.
The guy on the other end of the phone, he was really nice. I mean, he was like, "Don't worry about it. We're not going to put you in jail."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
But the funny part about it is that he said, "Well, how severe is your handicap?"
Uh-huh.
And I just can't let. I broke my leg 4 or 5 times. I had, whatever.
I understand that, and you have
Okay.
a hard time walking long distances.
Yeah. So I said to him, I says, when I count to 10, I get very, very mad. I got to do that kind of stuff. Okay. He went, okay.
I can't walk well, and I've got some mental health problems.
I can't count to 10. Slowly I turn. How's the place coming along?
I'm a nut.
Yeah. Instead of a picture of a wheelchair, it should have a nutcracker. Unreal.
That's hilarious.
How's the place coming along?
Oh, it's coming along. I got my son. God bless him. He is really stepping up while his dad's been away. I mean, he's helped. He just loaded the dishwasher for me. I didn't even ask him. He put the shelf together for the garage that I ordered. Well, he and I both did it, but he did most of it because number one, he's got longer arms than I do. Number two, he can get on a ladder better than I can. And number three, he's got more hammering strength than I do. So basically, I was just there to make sure he didn't fall and break his neck and to steady, hand him things when he needed it.
Yeah.
But he did that, and he tried so hard. I ordered this, those cube storage shelves.
Hey, Grumpus.
Where is he? Oh,
He's
okay.
in the chat.
Hey, Grumpus. I sent you a link on Instagram. Come hang out when you're ready if you can. Anyhow, so the cube storage, but it lays on its side and it's only
link right not working, Charlotte.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll take care of it.
You know what that link did? It sent us to StreamYard.
StreamYard instead of
to join it.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I think I signed up again.
I think StreamYard's getting a little what do you call it?
Phrasing.
Slick in Okay, where is it? Okay, Grumpus, I got you. I think. Oh my goodness. Give me 1 second, guys. because this is really irritating me.
So what you got there? What kind of popsicle is that?
This is Outshine Fruit Bar, and it is mango.
Ooh.
And it is, oh, booger. It is absolutely delicious.
You know what I found out late in life? That mangoes I'm allergic or became allergic to.
Oh, no.
The lips get a little tingly and
Yeah.
yeah.
These things right here, I don't know if y'all ever had any Outshine fruit bars, frozen, of course. It's a frozen treat. But there's no artificial flavors, no artificial colors, just fruit frozen, blended up. And it is absolutely delicious. The reason I'm eating it right now is because my son grabbed one and handed it to me as he was walking to his bedroom. And I'm like, I can't just sit here and let it melt. I'm going to be busy for like an hour and a half. So I figured I'd just eat it.
Yeah, I'm glad he's stepping up because you know what? That's good hands-on experience for him.
It is.
He helped out with the house. He did this.
He's mowed the lawn.
Very good.
He weed-eated the lawn. He's even been watering all of the trees and fruit bushes that I have in the containers outside.
Yeah. When's he looking to get his driver's license?
As soon as his dad gets home.
Good.
And
it's a good incentive.
It is. And his goal is to get a job that week. So let's keep our fingers crossed, guys. Keep your fingers crossed. I want my son to learn how to do a real job. Hey, Mr. Zach, how are you doing? And I'm not sure who the other one is. This is Tom. This is my good Tom. In the beginning of my live stream, I told everybody that I wanted to speak to you about some kitchen stuff. I am burned out and getting tired of the same old stuff. And I need to know if you have any tips on putting the spice back in my kitchen.
Yeah. You know, it's funny.
I'm in a rut.
It's funny that you should bring that up because I connected with YouTube to do some like a workshop with them and stuff like that. Okay. Because I kind of got mad at them and I told them I was going to stop making videos because I'm not getting any further. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. You're holding me back. Every time I put a short up, I got to put it up twice. Because the first time I put it up, I get 5 to 10 views on it. And it sits there for 45 minutes or an hour and doesn't go any further. So, and then they turned around and on the Sunday dinner shift, they hit me with a strike. What? No, I'm sorry, a warning before a strike. Okay, because I use that one app, Buy Me a Coffee. Okay, so if you're not monetized, that's a good place to go, and people can help you out. You know, with donations and everything.
Exactly.
Well, I didn't get my Quentin Nelson was the only one that sent me anything, and this other guy, Bat, who's like my number one, subscriber. Anyway,
over there, yeah.
So they hit me with this thing, and then I go right to the site where you can leave a message for them and stuff like that. And I laid into them. I mean, I just said, this is bull crap. Long story short.
It is because you hear people all the time say, there's a link below if you want to buy me a coffee.
Yeah. So
I don't even understand that.
Yeah, they hit me with a strike. So now it was on my page that there was a warning. So I disputed it. I went and fought with them right away. You know the outcome, how I usually handle things, right? Well, all of a sudden, it's not there no more. They took it down. They said they took my video down, but they never did. But they took that warning down after I sent them a couple things, and they said it was a scam. Okay? I said, well, how are you allowing scams to go on there? So what I did was I turned around. I'm changing everything. So my podcast, I usually put up on Monday.
I watched that video. Yeah.
I'm switching it to Tuesday, certain time. Okay. This is what they're telling me to do.
Okay.
So my, the Keto Cook usually was on Wednesdays and I would start it at midnight or 12 a.m.
Right.
Okay. They said, no, don't do that. Change it. So that's going to start at 12 p.m.
Okay.
on Thursday. So rather than Wednesday, now it's going to be on Thursday.
Thursday.
So, and then also with the Sunday dinner chef. So what I'm doing is I am going directly what you're talking about, how to start changing things with food prices. People go on this tear about, oh, I got an air fryer, and everybody and their brother gets an air fryer.
Right.
And, 2 times, 3 times that they use it, next thing you know, air fryer is next to the waffle iron.
Yes.
It's next to
the popcorn maker,
the toaster oven, and all this different stuff. So yeah, I'm going to start changing things up, and I'm going to do more or less straight on talking, right? With showing how to do this, how to do that. But I'm going to start making sauces from scratch.
Oh, I cannot wait.
So,
hey guys, wait just 1 minute, Tom, and help me welcome Grumpus to the panel. Hi, Grumpus.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
I'm so sorry about the mistake earlier.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sorry I'm late.
No, don't be. You're fine.
I was wondering
You
if
showed
you were
up.
going to
That's not late.
Well, I jumped in here a little after 12 on a new Linux install, and I wasn't paying attention at the time. I was still jacking with it when I got your message. 8.5 hours later.
Oh,
I thought, man, I need to get my stuff put back together.
You on Linux now?
No, I can't get I tried Fedora today, and it's not seeing any of my stuff.
Oh no. That's
so far.
Let me ask you a question, Grumpus. So your system runs on Windows, right?
Yep.
What happens if you wanted to go to Linux but switched over to Chrome first?
To Chrome?
Yeah.
I'm on Chrome now.
Oh, okay.
I always broadcast on Chrome because EVMux won't work on Firefox.
It doesn't work on Mac either. At least I haven't found a way, and I do it through Chrome.
So I'm doing everything through Chrome. The issue, OBS will work with Linux. They say, I haven't tried it, but my audio drivers, none of my sound stuff, even the chips on my motherboard, Fedora hasn't seen them yet.
Wow.
Huh. I've been screwing around trying to bypass things and add stuff, and it's been I've been having a Garvey moment a couple of times today.
Oh yeah.
I told Charlotte before that you called me first thing Monday morning.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't erase it yet.
Well, I already had the laptop up on the dining room table. I was ready to get into that. No, he talked me right out of it. I loved it.
I was afraid you wouldn't be able to get your stuff back.
Right.
Unbelievable. Charlotte, I got to ask you a question. When you watched that video that I put up, was that pretty clear and the audio and everything was good?
Yeah. In fact, I was just so curious because I wondered why you were switching things up. But I thought to myself, makes sense to go, have your video go live, not live, but public in the middle of the day instead of in the middle of the night. That's what I thought it was all about.
Yeah.
But then you also iterated that you wanted extra time to get things together, and that would help you out, Yeah. So
that whole thing was done on Riverside.
Oh, okay. No, it looked great. It actually looked really good and sounded really good. So there's that.
I did that whole thing on there, and I tell you what, it really goes up quick. So I was pretty happy with it.
Good.
I was telling Charlotte that I'm changing things around on both channels.
Yeah.
Because I had an issue with YouTube. I mean, just craziness. Well, anyway, they sort of came back around and actually helped me with what to do. They said, whoever told you to start at midnight, 12 a.m. for your videos? YouTube. And they came right back and said, no, that's gone. You don't do that no more. So they did a whole complete reading of my stuff and everything, and they come up with a game plan for me to try it. So they told me to try it. They told me to try it for 30 days, and see if there's any changes and stuff like that. So,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
there is a
Great.
glitch about loading. Been a glitch for 2 weeks now. So when I put up a short, I got to put one up and then take it down and put it up again to get any kind of views and stuff.
Shh,
So I says,
I'll be
I
right
don't
back.
know.
You get outside. I
But
see
we-
what you're doing.
But we got it pretty well.
Come
You know,
on.
Well, it sounds like you got a plan.
we'll just see what happens.
Trying to initiate a plan is usually the hardest part.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm almost like beating myself against the wall with it. You know what I mean? But I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. No, they
You
sort of
put
get
too
back.
much
really-
pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
just
Charlotte, what do you want to do in your kitchen?
I just want to get out of this rut of having the same thing over and over again.
Yes.
Same meals?
Yeah, it's just like on a rotation, and I'm tired of them, and I want to do something different. And yeah,
Yeah. A
When
lot of
my son
people fall. A lot of
I was
people
gonna
fall
s-
into that route.
I was going to say just buy yourself a new set of dishes just because you can.
you think that'll help?
That ain't gonna change.
It always makes you feel a little bit better.
It does, doesn't it?
New silverware, some new dishes, something you
Right?
don't need but you want.
Yeah, a new set of pots and pans would be nice.
There you go.
Um,
Hell,
Part of
just throw out all them old dish towels and go buy you a set.
Oh, I already got those. I already got those. Part of the problem is my son is very picky about what he eats. He'll eat any kind of steak. He'll eat a pot roast. He likes chicken well
Well, how
enough.
did that happen? See, you are running a restaurant.
I guess I am. But it's just he likes things so boring.
Yeah.
Plain potatoes, plain this, everything's plain, and I'm so tired of it. I tried to make a balsamic reduction the other night,
Uh-huh.
and I had to run into the bedroom and answer the phone. It was Poppy calling me in the
Uh-oh.
middle of dinner. Why? I don't know. I said, son, do me a favor, stir this till it gets thick and then take it off of the stove. I had the butter in it. I had everything in it already. I was just waiting for it to reduce. I come back and there is
Caramel.
caramelized balsamic vinegar in
Stove.
this pan. And I'm like, oh, well, okay, then it's not a big deal. We'll just eat it like it is, And so one of the things I thought about doing was making, how, let's say KFC has the mashed potato, corn, and chicken bowls.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he won't eat corn, but I could put something else in there that he likes, like onions or something.
Mm-hmm.
He does like peppers too. And then I, do a steak and potato bowl, roast up some potatoes, chop up some sirloin steaks that I've already, cooked really quick, and then just chop those up and slice them, put them in there with, I don't know, some tomatoes and a little bit of gorgonzola cheese or something.
Yeah.
But those are really the only two things. I guess I could do some kind of rice bowl as well for him. But here's the thing. I don't eat that many carbs in a week, let alone a day.
Yeah.
And so I'll have to make something else to throw in my bowl.
Make some cauliflower.
Cauliflower, broccoli, asparagus. Those are things I really like.
You can get the riced cauliflower.
Oh God, no. I'd rather have it raw with ranch dressing on it.
I did
Just
some boiled cabbage and onions and new potatoes this week. Come
Oh,
out
that
really good.
sounds delicious. Yeah, that
It was
sounds
easy.
really good. Oh yeah,
Chopped up an onion, chopped up a cabbage. I threw a
Ooh.
little piece of bacon in there with it and some new potatoes and just let it go for a couple of hours.
Well, tonight I made the macaroni and cheese. I used Velveeta. I don't usually do that, but tonight I did. And I threw a little bit of I cooked what little bit of bacon I had left. I cooked it in the oven, got it crispy, chopped it up, and threw it in the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And we had pot roast and mac and cheese.
Yeah.
That was it.
The
Sounds
whole
pretty
idea,
good to me.
Yeah, the whole idea is the simpler the better. Okay,
Yeah.
and then you can play with it, mix it up. I bought I bought the shoulder roast. Okay, well, beef shoulder. You can actually hammer nails with that son of a bitch. It's so tough.
Oh
You know what I
my
mean?
goodness.
So what you do is I slice it up thin enough, and I'll make like pepper steak from
Oh
back in the
yeah.
day. As long as you slice it, you know what I mean, or you can even add a little bit of like oyster sauce, or even
Yeah.
a little bit of barbecue sauce to it. You know,
See, he
just a
won't
little
eat
bit.
barbecue, but he'll eat anything with soy sauce. He likes chili sauce,
Hmm.
the Asian chili
Yeah.
sauce. Um, anything Asian he likes.
And you can cut up some vegetables in there. Make it look like you don't need a wok. I mean, you can do it in a regular.
Oh, I do
eh,
it
eh,
in cast iron skillet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, just to do that right there, just to
What
change things up. That's
Jen Snow, I have got to know what a fajita mashup bowl is. Because that sounds absolutely delicious. And I need to make one of those
I
this week.
think getting creative with leftovers is an unsung art.
Well, I did that this week, believe it or not. I had some leftover chicken and rice is what I made for him night before last. So last night I told him, hey, you want some fried rice? He says, yeah, he loves fried rice. So that's what I made. I took some of the rice out of the fridge. I took the chicken thighs that I had cooked the night before, chopped them all up, made them bite-sized, and I made fried rice. Now he doesn't want peas or carrots in it, so I put rice, onions, garlic, the chicken, egg, and soy sauce, and some Asian seasoning, ginger, and all that.
sure.
And he loved it.
Yeah.
But I didn't love it so much. I mean, it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, see what happens with me and Marie. Now, here's how I get around all of that. Okay, I make enough so there is no leftovers.
Oh.
Okay, so the whole idea is to cook because I eat twice a day. I'll have around 10, 11. I'll have a couple scrambled eggs. That's it. And then whenever I cook, like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I try to cut everything off at 7 o'clock. So if I make enough for the dinner, then I'm not 10 or 11 o'clock at night with the fork looking in the refrigerator. So we make just enough for that. But with the prices with everything right now, cooking steaks and stuff like that's out of the question. So
it is. I don't know, Tom. I went to Walmart last week and I found little tiny sirloins about this big, 4 in a pack for $13.
Okay, so that's probably
a pound, maybe.
Yeah, they're calling it sirloin, but that's probably from the rump.
Okay,
So
well, they're tender though.
Yeah,
I flash fried them like I would any steak, and I put seasoning on them, and I would slice them up. I made what did we make? Oh, roast beef sandwiches.
Yeah,
and I made a bit of an au jus-ish thing with beef bouillon and a little bit of magic.
You just gotta watch buying some of that stuff. There's another guy, Keto Simple. He did a thing. He got over 2 million views on this half a short. It was almost 3 minutes, so it was like a longer short.
You can grow.
On what's in them packs of ground beef.
Oh, okay.
Bad stuff.
Really is it?
Stuff. Yeah.
Take and grill your steak like you normally would. Grilled peppers up. Basically the same thing that she would do to make a steak or chicken fajitas. Then you put it on top of mashed potatoes. He would probably really love that.
Yeah. Put everything together.
I could do that. I could do and sprinkle cheese on top. Oh, he'd love that too.
There is a friend of mine, Man Kitchen Recipes. He comes with some off the wall stuff. I mean, that he's doing. He just bought another press to make his homemade tortillas. But what he did with that was he made smash burgers with that and layered them. Okay, cheeseburger, cheese, on these fajitas or tortillas and layered the whole thing and then cut it like he was cutting a cake.
Oh my goodness.
So you got pieces, everybody got a piece of that one thing.
Right.
So I think there's only 2 of them, but the way they cut them,
Right.
okay. He said, I was full. I had 2 of them and I couldn't eat no more. So you eat more with your eyes than you do anything else.
Definitely. You know what I've been doing for breakfast every morning? Y'all, this sounds silly, but this is what I do. I always pre-make my hamburgers out of my ground sirloin. And so I usually have 10 or 12 of them in the fridge at any given moment in time.
Mm-hmm.
And every morning I go in there and I grab me a hamburger. I grill that up on the skillet. And then when it's done or next to it, I'll crack an egg and I eat an egg, over medium egg and a stinking hamburger patty. And it's delicious.
Nothing wrong with it.
And it fills me up. I'm not hungry again and now when I say breakfast, that's probably a misnomer. It's usually a early afternoon brunch.
Yeah, sure. That's what I do.
I mean, I'll wake up at 6 o'clock and have coffee and that lasts me until noon. So there's that.
Yeah,
I like chicken. Yeah.
There's a whole different, you can take chicken, you could take chicken breasts, okay? You could slice them as thin as you want, okay? Pound them out even more, put them in an iron skillet.
Right.
Okay. Just put the heat on them just to get the bottom cooked, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And you could take cheese and put cheese around that, and then you can put a little bit of pizza sauce on there. Okay, and add some pepperonis, and you got yourself a very low carb pizza.
Oh, that sounds really good.
With a chicken crust.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things to do, and the whole idea with everybody worrying about, that keto don't work or anything like that. No, you got to use your head with stuff.
Exactly.
Get rid of the high starches and stuff. You'll be fine.
Well, I forget who it was. Oh, I was talking to my daughter the other day, the one that's having the problems, and we was talking about how her husband wants to lose weight, and I forget why. There's a medical issue he has. Shoot. Anyhow, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Point of the matter is he wants to lose some weight, and his doctor told him he needed to lose about 30 pounds. Well, 30 pounds is nothing, especially for men. I mean, goodness gracious.
I did that in the first.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Well, my point of the matter is, I told her, I said, well, just tell him to go low carb. Oh, he can't do keto, Mom. Something to do with, I don't know what, but anyhow, he can't do keto because of he has kidney stones real bad, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I didn't say the word keto.
Yeah.
I said, cut the carbs in half. The average American eats over 150 grams of carbs a day.
Or more.
Cut it down to 60. Cut it down to 70. You're going to be less than he ever eat,
Mm-hmm.
I said, and that should do it for him.
Yeah, that day,
water, not Pepsi.
Yeah, even with drinking, they told me to cut back, so I went down, instead of a quart, I went down to 2 pints. So, but no, there's so much misinformation that's going on out there with the whole thing, and it's kind of crazy. But people with doing barbecue and stuff. There's nothing wrong with doing barbecue. Nothing.
No, not at all.
Okay? No buns. Somebody said, Kenneth Cunningham, he said he has he really doesn't do much more on YouTube, but he's big on Facebook. So he said, what's your, he put out like a question. What's your favorite side for barbecue? I said, ribs.
Heck yeah. Brisket and ribs.
Yeah.
Darn right.
Great combo.
Isn't it?
They all cracked up. I said, you don't need all that crap. You don't need,
Right.
And if you do, small, a little bit.
Yeah.
So I've been.
That's one of the things that I personally do. Poppy will eat a big plate of food that big, a regular dinner size plate. I always eat off of a salad plate. every single time. However, I do know this, I can't eat as much as he does either. So if I
Right.
put my food on a great big plate, it looks like a child's plate.
Yeah.
So there's that. But I'm like you, I only eat twice a day. Now I do have a snack usually once a day, like that mango bar that I ate. But and I'm okay with that.
I'm in the place right now where they got me back on insulin. Well, I was never on it, but they got me on
Yeah.
insulin right now, and it's working great.
Working great.
Working great. Jesus,
I'm glad. I am
But,
so glad.
Charlotte, but
Mhm.
you watch these other videos and you watch these other people and you listen to these doctors and they
Mhm.
tell you, you can have a handful of blueberries. The carbohydrates are low, blah, 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 all that stuff. Well, that put me right back in a bad spot again.
No kidding.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't do it. Strawberry, you can have a couple strawberries. I can't.
Okay.
All right, so that put me right back to square one again. Now I got to go through the whole routine. So Marie says, I feel sorry for you. I said, you know what? I wish I had one of them ass kicking sticks that you would walk with, and the boot would come up and kick you in the ass every time you get that little urge to do, because I am trying to do it right. I'm trying to get back on track again with
Of
it.
course.
You know what I mean?
Well, and if you're doing what your doctor told you about eating some blueberries, that's not your fault, Tom.
Exactly. I ought to go punch him right in a blueberry.
I think you're right. I think his blueberries need punching. Let me go grab some tea real quick. I'll be right back in
Okay.
like 30 seconds.
Mr. Grumpus, I went to the store the other day. I have a handicap parking placard.
Yeah.
Parked in the space. Was in there maybe 20 minutes. Me and Marie come back out again. There's an envelope on my windshield. And I said, "You got to be kidding me!" I open it up. Sure enough, parking in a handicap spot, and I got the placard hanging right there.
Yeah.
So as I'm looking at it, I look over at the placard. Expired. Guess how much the ticket is?
It's hard to say.
$355. I said, "You got to be honest." So I had just a big rigmarole. I was telling Charlotte,
Yeah.
earlier. I don't want to bore the guest with that anymore, but
Go get it renewed and take it to court, and they'll probably throw it out.
that's exactly what I had to do. But trying to get to the doctors.
That's what they've done the last two inspection stickers that I've gotten tickets on. I just took my paperwork in and said, well, the first time I said, this is the boys' car. I don't pay attention to that. I said, it's fixed now. I think I paid $12 or some sort of processing fee, and they just kicked it out.
So
But I still had to go down there and take care of it.
yeah,
It's
So-
the inconvenience. A lot of people pay it. Just go ahead and pay the fine because they don't want it. It ain't worth the fight and the time off of work.
no. So I turn around and I go to motor vehicle was open today, by the way. So I get up early this morning, get in the car, and I drive down to motor vehicle, get in line. And the line I get in is to ask the lady a question, not the line to get stuff taken care of. So I'm like 2 or 3 people.
Do they have a handicap line?
Listen.
That's hilarious.
So the lady says, "Are you kidding me? This is not the line to get in there." I said, "Obviously it's not." She says, "Can I borrow your cane a minute?" This son of a gun. So now I do get up to the point with this gentleman. "Hello, sir. What can I do?" I said, "Need to renew this." "Okay, sir, if you wouldn't mind, you can go and have a seat right over there, and I'll bring you your paperwork. I'll bring everything to you. Okay, is that all right?" I said, "Get me a scotch while you're at it. All right?"
And I'm not hard hearing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And he did. He come over with the paperwork.
And the
Unbelievable.
scotch? No.
No, I wish. Would have took the anxiety away. But just
Tom's been waiting in line every day.
yeah. I need another Packard. But it just goes to show you, you get too cocky with things or you get too confident without checking stuff up. Like I always tell Marie, if somebody goofs up, they did something wrong and they need to pay the freight.
I gotta.
Right.
I got to get her registration taken care of tonight.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. You know, I
That's
should
funny.
check ours.
Like I don't drive the car, so I never noticed it. It runs out this month.
Oh
Uh-oh.
my goodness. And it is almost the end of the month too.
I can't believe I've had that car a year.
Yeah,
Wow.
I can't either. That's crazy.
And see here, being that I didn't buy the car here in Nevada, so I'm paying the tax. What the car originally, and so every year since I've been here, 6 years, it's been paying down. The first renewal for my plates was $586.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
I said, boy, you know what? I did.
See, now there is some value in buying old cars and driving them. That's what we do.
This one here is $78
That's it?
for 2024.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Last year was $165.
Wow.
And you got to go and get it tested. You got to go and get the smog test.
Yeah, you gotta have inspection. So she did that yesterday. It was like $12.
So I told him, I said, give me that hose. I'll show you some smog.
Oh, gee. Alfonso said, my instructor in college asked me to let him bring him an extra white cane so he can get first in line all the time, even going through airports and business and DMV. Well,
So,
if I had a white cane, I might let people borrow it every now and then, as long as I had a backup.
and then you watch the nervy people that have just the gall to try to cut in front of people.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? And they have one place where you can check in.
Mm.
Okay?
Mhm.
So here you can make appointments to go get your stuff taken care of a certain time, the whole bit, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Okay. But they are also open on Saturday,
Oh,
and it's called walk-ins. So that to me was a good thing.
yeah.
So I got up early this morning, went down, and I said, I got all day. And I'm talking to myself as I'm driving it. Calm down.
You got all day.
Don't show your butt.
It's going to be all right. Okay, no problem. And then I get there and I got to have some guy talking to me like I'm,
Like you're 6.
go sit down, sir, and we'll come take care
Oh,
of
I hate
you.
that.
I'd like to meet you out back right now, you piece of.
Garbage. Garbage.
Yeah. But they were nice. I mean, I goofed. I was the one that made the mistake.
Yeah.
I did it.
That's what I told that hospital administrator. She asked how they was taking care of him. I said, they're treating me like a little old man.
Mhm.
And she looked at you and said, well, aren't you an old man?
She looked at me kind of shocked.
Last
I
time
said,
I
I've
told
had more people ask me if I pooped in this week than
Oh,
I have in my whole lifetime.
Good Lord. Why are they always so interested in that anyway?
I don't know.
That is
But
ridiculous.
they sure take an interest.
They sure do.
the one the doctor's office asked me a while back and said to me, when was the last time you falling? I said, I think it was 1974. Fell off a ladder. What does that have to do with anything? You know what I mean? So Grump is trying to get the paperwork from the doctor.
Yeah, but that was a trip.
Mm.
Well, you can't call there no more. Now you got to use your portal. Okay.
Wow.
So you got to go on the computer and sign in. All right. Well, I sign in, but then they send you, what they call some kind of code.
Yeah.
Okay. To authenticate who you are.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
So the funny thing was, they send you the code. You go to get the code, and they take you off the site. So now you're on just there for the code.
Right.
They give you the code, and I go back to look on top to go back onto the page,
Yeah.
and it's gone.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
So you sign back in again and try to use that code. So that was like playing. I said, I know somebody's sitting in that office saying, I'm going to mess around with this old bastard. Okay. So all day, 4 hours. I could have had it done within 10 minutes to pick up the paperwork, and went Friday to get the placard done and everything else like that. Went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Finally, I get through, and they say your paperwork is ready. You can't pick up the phone to call me? You know what the old lady said to me? We couldn't verify your number. I said, how do you think I'm located with you on this this page?
Right.
Marie saying, I'm really proud of you. You didn't lose your cool. You didn't really. I said, you should have seen me in the doctor's office. It's insane. It really is insane.
I don't know why they want to give people the runaround. I had a hard time with Walmart this week. They messed up a delivery, and I called, and I called the 800 number. Well, you can't talk to a person anymore because
it's harder and harder.
AI is trying to fix the problem for you. And I kept telling if you'll just tell me what the problem is, I will be able to handle it. And I'm like, you already told me no once. No, you can't handle it. I need to speak to a human. 3 times I had to tell her, I need to speak to a customer service agent.
And you know what I have? I have Fire Stick, okay, for the TVs.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, you get to reboot everything, okay? But with the remote control, and you got to set it to go into your settings.
Yeah.
But to get to your settings, it just goes all the way across and past it.
Oh, Lord.
You got to press it again. Past it again. And that's another game probably every other night I got to go through.
Well, I was on Netflix the other night, and I have all of my family members have their own little picture. And then years ago, I started sharing it with my daughter and her family. And when they did the changeover, I could still share it with my daughter and her family. But on this new TV, I can't click their family's little icon because it tells me they're not part of my plan. And I'm like, well, that's funny because on my computer they are, and at their house they are. So what the deal?
Yeah. And that's the other thing. This thing will move so fast, go across, and you try to time it. Yeah, you hit the button, and I wind up on Netflix. I don't like Netflix. I hate Netflix. I can't stand it. Try to get out of Netflix. Once you get into that thing here, you can't. It will not let you out.
Huh?
Even if you shut the TV off or you just disconnect everything, put it back in again.
I don't have that problem.
There's somebody. Netflix. Garvey's here. Let's get him back to Netflix.
I had an incident with my cat today.
Uh-oh.
Felony, the evil one. And I was trying to vacuum all of the hair up off of the cat tree. Look at him, put Smokey up there. I bet Smokey's not as mean as Felony. She was on the top, and there's a hole in the top of it so they can climb down. Well, I was vacuuming the shelf under the top, and I didn't know she was up there. She was laying down. Before I knew it, she had her claw stuck in my hand right there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all, it hurt so bad. And it still is very, very sore. If I hit it, it hurt. I think she got a hold of a nerve or something because it's radiating down my fingers and halfway back to my hand. And and it's swollen right. You can't see it, but
she must have really dug in.
She did, man. And I'm telling you what, I've never had a cat scratch me like that.
It must have really startled her.
It wasn't even really a scratch. It was a puncture. She had it hooked in there. And it took me a second to get her off. And oh my gosh, I cussed. Never mind. I ain't even going to talk about it.
You taught that cat some new words, huh?
I'm ashamed of myself, how I react. I truly am.
Hey, how's Black Betty doing?
Black Betty is still knocked up.
You've been hanging around me too long.
She is still with child.
Childs.
Children.
That's
I
funny.
really thought that last week she was going to, have those babies, but so far, and she just keeps getting bigger and bigger and big every day. And I'm like, there is
Mountain lions.
no way you can stretch anymore. So I'm really hoping that by Friday she has them. But she has been doing a lot of grooming in the nether regions. So that's a lot of, yeah, I did clean it, Ms. Kim, and with soap and with alcohol. But honestly, it's such a tiny little hole. I don't know.
You might want to treat that with some alcohol systemically.
Yeah.
I've got Fireball in the freezer still.
There you go. Doctor's orders.
Doctor's orders. That's not a bad idea. Look, Poppy's been
It
gone.
won't help. It won't help it, but you won't care.
Right. Poppy's been gone for 3 weeks. Well, I think
He's looking at boats.
Right. Been gone 19 days, almost 3 weeks. And I'm ready for him to come home now, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be done that I'm just not equipped to do. And
He probably knows that.
Let me
10
tell
days
you
ago.
something. No, I haven't been badgering him at all. Let me tell you something.
He's like this on the beach in Kentucky. He's gonna wait.
Yeah,
He's gonna wait a couple weeks.
Poppy.
When is that? When is that Kentucky Derby?
Oh, good Lord.
That's funny stuff.
He actually, in the last Friday was the last day of the pay period. He put in, 62 hours of overtime.
Nice.
He's working that much. I told him tonight, I said, are you
See
working
you in
tomorrow?
another 19.
Right?
Hey, give me $100 on Seabiscuit.
I promise you. Hey, I promise you, I better see it on that paycheck.
Boy, that was a glitch.
I told him tonight, I said, look, you can't be working like that. You are not 35 anymore. And what we're looking for here is longevity, not this sprint. I said, they want you to go to Georgia. They want you to go back to Kentucky. They want you to go to Missouri. I said, these are all future jobs. And if you mess yourself up this time around, you're not going to be able to do that.
I would have kept that boat. I wouldn't have got rid of that summer gun. I mean, he'd be home every week working on
He'd
it.
have a reason to come home.
Yeah. Don't get mad at me, Miss Charlotte. Don't get
Has
mad.
that no tax on overtime kicked in yet?
Yeah.
That overtime's going to pay to cut these trees down.
Speaking about that, I got into a little tiff with somebody the other day about
Won't say it isn't so.
out here. Out here talking about no tax on tips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that they're not making the money and they're not doing that. And I said, well, first of all, before you can start taking not taxing tips, you got to get people into the restaurant so that they can make tips. They can do
Yes.
tips. Okay.
Yeah.
I said, so one restaurant I used to go to and get a $35 filet mignon, 9 ounce, okay, is now $65.
That's right.
So unless that waitress comes flying it out with a drone, okay, and when I get done eating burps me, I
Yeah.
am not going to pay
With cleavage.
double.
With
Yeah.
cleavage.
Without a doubt. I am not going to leave a tip on that $65 steak like I did on a $35 steak. I said, because they're not delivering it the same way. Even in the back, they're cooking it the same way.
Right.
So I said, you can't tell me that a restaurant of that caliber is not getting a deal on their meats.
That's right.
Me and you are paying for it in the grocery store, but not in that kind of facility. But they're gouging people, and now all of a sudden, here's what happened. The guy said to me, I was at this restaurant and, I left a tip and the lady followed me out. She said, thank you so much. He said, because I left 15%. Okay. I said, I normally do 20, 22%, whatever. But, all right, unless they really, were watching, taking care of and this and that.
Right.
But in the restaurants out here, what they do is the girl comes over, or the woman or the man, whoever comes over and takes your order. They put it in. Then you have a server, not that waitress or the waiter.
Yeah, somebody
brings your
different.
stuff out.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
I said, so either they're pooling their tips or whatever. I'm not going to do that.
Hey there,
So,
Easton
hey,
Farm.
Chris.
How you doing there?
So that was my little play with them. And the guy stood back and he said, "No, yeah, I think you're right." I said, "So, and it's not going to last. The tax on tips and the tax on overtime is only going to be till 2027."
Oh, really? I didn't realize that.
It's not long term. No.
Oh.
So I said, "You got to get the prices down, okay, in order for people to get back out into the restaurants."
Well, I was just talking to somebody today, and I was saying everything has gone up. It started with groceries.
Mm-hmm.
The groceries just keep going up.
Yeah.
And now it's everything. I went to buy some Alaska fish fertilizer. It's a brand. Alaska's the brand. And the fish fertilizer is something I use every year on my garden. I buy a gallon of it every season, and it usually lasts me through the end of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then by the time fall rolls around, I don't really need a lot of fertilizer. So anyhow, I went to buy some today. Now, mind you, the last time I bought it, it was about $12 a gallon.
Mm-hmm.
At Home Depot today, and at Walmart, and at Lowe's, and on Amazon, $29.99.
There you go.
For dead fish.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was telling this individual that, all this stuff has gone up, and the problem is the S&P 500 hit a record and went over 7,000 on Thursday or Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Something's wrong.
Exactly.
Something is out of kilter. The economy I'm not going to say the economy's bad. I don't know if it is or not. But prices increasing like they are, no wonder the stock market's going up, for goodness sake. They're all getting rich off of us.
Sure.
It's absolute corporate greed is what it is.
That's all it is. That's all it is. I mean, like I said to this gentleman a couple of days ago, I said, that filet mignon is the same cut that I've been getting 6 years that I'm out here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it first started out, it was $28 for that deal. Now it's 33 or 35, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's 60. So coming from the business, okay, you got to keep your food costs at a certain percent.
That's
So
right.
everything that comes into the restaurant, I tried to keep it under 27%. That was my threshold. Okay. And it's not a bad place to be. But as soon as things would go up, there was a lot of things I had to absorb. Okay. When I first started out in there, we were getting lobster, a pound or a pound and a quarter of what they call chicks of lobster. And I was getting them for $1.90. Okay. A lobster. When I stopped doing lobster 5, 6, 7 years down the road, it was $4 and change.
Oh,
I can't absorb that.
Yeah.
I can't turn around and charge. I can't go from $8.99 to $20.99 and expect people to come back. They're not going to come back.
That's right.
So you got to change your model. You got to keep going. Well, the way it's working right now, the economy is good for a certain class. Okay. But for the everyday working people who would get a chance to go out and have a lobster tail or a lobster, okay, can't do it anymore because they're priced right out of it.
That's right.
So I mean, it's just economics the way it goes now. But it's not stopping. It's everything.
No, it's everywhere. I went to feed store last week. $38 for a 50-pound bag of sunflower seeds. I used to pay $12.99 just a few
Oh
years
my
back.
goodness.
I told him, I said, this seed gets any higher, I'm gonna start eating them birds.
Right?
Yeah, boy.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Hey, I just want to remind everybody, like Jane Doe did, I do have memberships available. Please join if you take an inkling to do that. I appreciate you.
Yep. That's what makes the world go round. I mean, yeah, like I said, I had to change a lot of things with the channel or stop it. Just completely just give up on it. It's not in my nature to do that, but I had to reach out to find out what to do and how to do it, how to go about doing it. Okay.
Now, how did you reach out to YouTube? On Twitter, on Instagram, on
YouTube?
Okay.
Yeah, you can go into your what do you call it?
Studio.
Into the studio, and there's an outlet there that you can. You got to be persistent though, because they give you the runaround. Okay, you're talking to somebody, and then finally, if you keep going back and forth with you, they give you a site to go to.
Okay.
And then I dealt with it because I mean, I said this is ridiculous. I said I lost like 15 subscribers in an hour.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh. And I said, well, are you trying to get me demonetized? Which I mean, it could happen, but not with this the keto channel. Okay.
Right.
But that's where this was happening. And then on the other channel, they put up that it was like I said before, like it was a strike, a warning of a strike. No. So I went back and forth. So they put me to another place to go up onto one of these sites, so that you're not a robot, okay? You're not trying to hack into this thing, and they actually try to test you, put you through a test about your channel. So then once we got through that rigmarole, okay, I had I told the lady, I said I have mittens on, so if you're expecting me to get back typing fast to you, so just relax. I said, I'm a finger poker. Right. And we went back and forth onto it. And she went through both my channels that I do a lot, but I have two other ones that I don't do that much with. Right. But that wasn't the problems.
So what'd you get the warning for?
At the end of being at the Sunday Dinner Chef is not monetized yet, I have Buy Me a Coffee. Okay. Well, I put up at the end, Buy Me a Coffee. They said they shut my channel. They shut my video down. Okay.
But they didn't. They didn't.
I got hacked.
But what was wrong with doing that?
Because it's outside the purview of YouTube. I said, so when I'm talking to the lady, I said, so when I get sent products from Amazon, or when I get sent products from another company, okay, and put up on your channel, you don't seem to have a problem with that.
Right.
Okay. But being that I'm having a hard time getting monetized because every day you're taking hours off me. Yeah. Okay. So I said, on my phone, it says one set of hours. On the PC, it shows another set of hours. So anyway, we went back and forth with that. And then finally she said, that was a scam, sir. We checked into it. There's a lot of clones out there who are saying that they're from YouTube and stuff. That's not the point. I'm not even worried about that. Yeah. I can take that Buy Me a Coffee down.
Yeah, but how is that? How is that different than people pushing Patreon?
That's right.
That's what I said.
Right.
But Patreon's a third party.
Yeah, yes, but it was a scam, though. It was a scam.
Okay.
So basically, somebody put that on your page.
Yes.
And YouTube didn't know a thing about it.
No.
And that's why the video didn't get taken down, because it was just a threat for you to click on that link and get your channel hijacked.
Yeah, so I didn't click on a link. I directly went into that to find out, to ask questions about it. So we went back and forth, and I said, "You're not pushing me out the way you used to, especially with shorts. YouTube was the ones that tell me about making shorts. I don't want to bore everybody with this, but we went back and forth, and that's how I come to find out about changing my times.
Okay.
When to put all this stuff up to work with the algorithm.
Well, y'all, I have an announcement. I made a video.
I missed it.
Editing tomorrow,
Oh,
and I'm posting it, I believe, on Tuesday. So y'all get ready.
excellent.
It's not going to be anything fancy, but I'm think I might be back in the saddle. I think.
Cool.
All right.
I've got a list of 2 months worth of videos. Me and ChatGPT have been best friends this week. And,
Not a bad thing.
well, no, for ideas, it's not. And that's what it's been helping me with is ideas and maybe just steps and helping me get better titles and thumbnails.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that is the main place that my channel is suffering. It is the titles and the thumbnails.
But what you got to look out for with that, Charlotte, okay? You got to keep it as generic as you possibly can. If you start putting in stuff from AI.
Oh, no.
Okay,
I'm not doing that at all.
YouTube is going to turn around and say, it's AI, not original. Doesn't coincide with your channel.
And believe me, I'm very conscious of that because I've seen too many channels already get the axe because they're using AI in dumb ways, not dumb to us, but just simple little things have made them lose their channels. And will I please get some train? But no, Alfonso, no, I'm not a train channel, honey. Well, I'll tell you what I will do, Alfonso. You know what? I can have some trains in my video. I live close enough to the train track
I think that's what he means.
Probably can get a train in one of my videos. So yes, okay. Under those conditions, when I'm out and about and when I'm riding my bike or when I'm walking, I can do that.
Yeah.
But I have to be there when the train comes. I'm not going to sit there and wait on it.
The whole thing is changing. The whole YouTube sensation has changed, and it's continuously changing. Everybody is under the idea that AI. According to this person I talked to, they are actually watching for too much AI. You can tell when you all of a sudden you see Wilford Brimley talking about grape nuts. Okay, I mean he's dead. And his mouth is going like this and everything like that. It's AI, and that's these people. These people are making, or they're trying to make millions off of YouTube.
Yes,
with all this AI generated stuff, but it's coming from overseas. A lot from India, a lot from Asia, Asia and stuff like that. And they're cutting people out, our guys here in America, they're cutting them guys right out.
Hi there, Starlight Starbright 70. How are you doing? Passion Raid. Oh, thank you. Thank you to Passion Raid. That's awesome. Uh-oh, Mr. Diabetes himself. AI can't have him. Hey, CB, how are you doing? That is one of the things I've been doing, though, is just getting ideas. I even changed the wording a little bit. Like if it tells me, okay, let's say Monday night is my crochet channel. And I say, well, how do I title that one? Because I'm working on this, or this. And it'll say, just have a thumbnail with your yarn project and just put crochet in chat, or taking it easy tonight, crochet in a blanket, or how life, blah, blah. And I'll change the words around just enough to make it my words and not their words. But hey, Passion for Art, thank you so much, you guys. This is so awesome. Passion Raid, how are y'all doing? Okay, good. They're talking. But anyhow, yeah, and I'm not letting AI create too much photography for me either. I mean, what I've been doing is telling Canva, okay, I want a picture that looks like this. And I'll use parts of it and then put my own parts in and I'll try to mash them together. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not, but that's what I've been doing. And so far, so good. Doing great over here, my dear. Doing great. You know, I haven't seen Mona tonight. Huh. She must be tired. She has been working in her garden like nonstop this weekend.
Well, she did it today. She probably got wet or muddy.
Probably.
We didn't have the thunderstorms they said we were going to have, but it was just nasty.
It's rainy, and I hope we get it.
Wet and messy.
Grumpus, we've not had rain here in over 5 weeks.
And we've had rain, and we just it's supposed to be I think 86% rain today.
I don't know what.
And we certainly did not get that. I mean, I had outdoor stuff I was going to do, blew it all off because I thought it was going to be raining all day.
Right. Did you get any coleus yet?
No, I haven't even been to the nursery yet.
Oh man. Oh man. Well, I bought some grow bags because I can't do anything. Y'all, I'm checking on my daughter real quick.
Holy crap! It's 57 degrees outside.
What?
You got my weather.
Cold front blew through.
Oh my. More rain is needed in certain places because it's been down here where I am. It has been super dry the whole spring so far. Super dry. When was that Boyle meetup? Well, there wasn't. Oh, you know what? She might have went to the meetup over in Texas. At that 1%. State park. The Boyle meetup is going to be here in Mississippi at right before Memorial Day weekend. But there was one this weekend with Belt Loop and Big Matt.
I think I remember something about that.
Yeah. And I bet you she went there. I bet you she did. Oh, I hate that though, because if they got rain too, it might have not have been a great turnout. She is still at the darn Zaxby's. You know what? If she was here, I would take that red hair and wrap it around my arm and knock her head against the wall. No, I wouldn't. I might, but I probably wouldn't. But that's what I want to do, darn it. That's exactly what. Look, y'all. It's hard having adult children who don't want to listen. And they live in your house. And they don't think they have to follow the rules because they got their own now.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what's so crazy is I know she's going to come around, but it's going to take time because the other ones did. They went out, they lived their life, they did their own thing. They came back a few times. The oldest one did. And then she finally grew her wings and left for good. And then they come back.
Yeah.
And they call me every day and they want this from me and they want to do this with me and that way. So I know it all happens. It's a cycle. And but right now is just a tough part of it. And it's not the end of the line because got that bozo in there.
I used to tell Vicky all the time. She said, well, I haven't heard from nobody. And I said, well, they're doing all right then.
Right.
Because if they needed something, they'd be burning your phone up.
But actually, Murphy's a little different than she is. And I think there's a difference between boys and girls. At least in my family, there has been a difference between the boys and the girls as far as the tension. The girls, there was always some kind of tension. It's never been, like this.
Yeah.
We've never been at each other. It's just you live here until you can make your own, or until you have enough money to get your own place. You have to follow my rules, period.
Yeah. I mean, like I said before, at least he's showing some initiative
Yes,
to
she
help.
is.
You know,
Oh, not her.
no,
Him.
him. Yeah,
Him.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, to help.
I'll tell you what she did when we moved. The week before, a week or two before we moved, we were packing the house like crazy people. I was. Let me rephrase that. I was packing the house like a crazy woman.
Hmm.
And I told the kids that weekend before we moved, I said, look, I need you to get your rooms packed up. And then I need you to pick a room. I don't care if it's the bathroom, the living room, because, those 2 rooms didn't really have that much stuff in them. I'll do the kitchen and the dining room and my room. So they're like, okay, she didn't touch a thing that did not belong to her.
Wow.
So then we get here. You saw Bigfoot early this morning. That is insane, Kim. And no, you did not see Bigfoot. It was just a figment of your imagination. But anyhow, so when we got here, she did not put away anything that did not belong to her. And still, she has not put away anything. And we've been here almost, in 2 days, it'll be a month.
Me.
Yeah. And with Murphy, Mom, can I help you do this? Mom, do you want help with that? Mom, so there is a difference.
I used to call them the gimme gang.
Yeah.
Gimme.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to explain what Kim just said to me. I was watching one of Kim's live streams and she was showing the beautiful scenery. There was a snowstorm and she was showing outside of her window. Well, there were these big, magnificent, beautiful evergreen trees just covered in snow in her, I guess, backyard, side yard, one of her yards. And I'm looking at it. I said, dang, that middle tree there looks like Bigfoot.
Oh,
And it
no.
did. It was like, like when you see shapes in the clouds and stuff, that's kind of what it reminded me of. And so now she's having nightmares about Bigfoot. I don't know.
Oh, man. The other night, I'm flipping the TV around, seeing what I could watch.
Yeah.
Sort of calm me down after my ticket.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it happened, but I clicked on to this guy
Mm-hmm.
who started out with living off grid. As soon as I hear that, I just put my head down and saying, yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
So, but evidently he did really well with the videos that he did, because now he's buying property, buying more property. He's got quite a few followers and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I keep breaking Marie's chops. I love it. And she just looks at me like, what the hell's wrong with you? Marie, we could do this. I can get a nice piece of property up there.
Oh my.
The guy fixes the camera and he's got a beard and he is ice all over his face. Okay.
Oh, no.
And all you hear is trying to start the generator. It's minus 40 and I'm going to try to heat up the cabin. I just pulled the covers up like this a little bit more. I said, I'll shut this off in a minute, Marie.
Oh my gosh.
I don't get it. You know what I mean?
Well, no, they're living off the grid. What was he got a gasoline well?
Yeah. And, and then they start talking about all this different, you need this, you need that. And I'm saying, nobody's thinking out of the box here. Miami's a nice place for you to, pal. You know what I mean? Or somewhere down south.
They're saying living off the grid, but it kind of looks like camping to me.
But all the gadgets you got to bring with you. I said, if you're really living off grid, you can't film this stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So how's he charging his? I guess he has a solar generator of some sort.
No, they got solar. They got all this different stuff. But
Right.
I'm saying, you listen to these people that don't know when they have it good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like the children that we know. Okay. And they go off. Well,
Mm-hmm.
they know better than you and this and that. And like you said, Charlotte, they all come back home.
They do. Yeah.
So I don't know.
use. Wait a minute. CB says some of those off-grid folks use biogas.
Biogas.
Oh, biogas. For electricity from their own, Oh,
Yeah.
that's just gross.
And they grow their food from that. Also.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they use them with compost toilets.
No.
And then
no,
they make.
ma'am.
I watched one out here in the desert. First of all, okay, it's 120 out here in the desert. Okay, on a good day.
Right.
They're taking a dump in a bucket, throwing compost, some other kind of stuff on it. All right, let it dry for a couple of days, and then throw it out to a heap, and then grow a papaya tree. Get off my property. Get off my lawn. It's crazy.
It is kind of crazy. Ooh, y'all, we got 100% chance of rain tonight. The low is supposed to be 56. Wow.
You're getting everything from me.
That last gasp of cold blowing through.
Yes, it is. Northwest winds at 5 to 10, increasing to 15 to 25. Wait a minute. When's it supposed to end? 90% humidity.
Ooh, I missed that.
Well, and Monday. Oh, okay. Sunday, it's supposed to rain 68% chance. 19-mile-an-hour winds. Woo. That's kind of high too, actually. And then Monday, 0%.
We had all that this past week.
Did you?
Yeah, didn't get above 65, but windy. So, you're welcome. My wife.
I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do that. I don't need the maintenance of that type of fuel.
There's always so much work that
Right.
they got to do. I mean,
Right.
if you think living off grid, you'd be sitting back like this. Okay. Well, got to empty that compost toilet pretty soon. Okay.
Nope.
If the flies don't carry you away.
Oh my gosh.
I don't see the point in it. I really don't. It's just crazy.
No, I would need to be at least on the electrical grid. Now, do I have to have a phone? Not really. I mean, I don't even like people. No, I'm teasing.
I want to be on the grid and then try to wean off of it if I can.
If I can, right. I don't want it to go anywhere. I need it to there for backup. You know what I mean? And during these hurricanes that we get, we are off the grid.
Oh yeah.
And it is
I was
not
off
a
grid
picnic.
for 5 days the last time.
It is. Yep, we did too. And it is no picnic. In fact, it really sucks. Already got to work on my house and plumbing regular enough. A 5-gallon bucket and some wood. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I would need quite a few wood chips.
Just put your pump up sprayer next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Boy, it smells like wood chips in here.
Homemade bidet.
Yeah.
Do you have a hint of cedar?
That's what I told Vicky I was going to do if we
another
ran out of
thing-
toilet paper.
Oh yeah. Another thing I would not do is fertilize my garden with it. That's how you get E. coli or whatever, or listeria, or all those other weirdos.
Well, I mean, they let it dry for a while. I mean,
Yeah, it's all treated, but how do you know what you're buying at Lowe's anyway?
yeah.
Ugh.
John,
That stuff coming in from Vietnam, you don't know what's in there.
That's a good point.
Hop Sting took a dump 6 months ago.
That's why I buy the Alaska
They don't
fish
they don't
fertilizer.
poop in Alaska.
No, it's ground up fish guts and bones and stuff. Normally, folks wait a year or more before they use it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, just to watch, I watched this one guy. He's been on 2.5 acres of property. He dug a hole,
Mhm,
okay, and that's where he has his greenhouse and growing his stuff,
mhm.
okay. But then he's got to get water brought in, and he's got 3 or 4 tanks then there again, he's in the desert. Okay? I live in the desert.
Mhm.
And he says, I catch most of the rainwater off the roofs. Okay.
It only rains what, like 2 times a year?
That's my point. So all this hype that they're doing, I can just see some younger people say, "Oh, come on, let's go. We can live off grid."
And then they die.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about a diet, the desert diet. We'll call that the desert diet.
Gosh, I don't even think I could do that.
Get listeria and poop in a bucket for 3 weeks.
And eat cactus nonstop,
Look, Doc, I lost weight.
Cactus and rattlesnake. Good grief. Now, I've had rattlesnake before, and I have to say it was terrible.
I had soup in the Big Texan up in rattlesnake soup up in the
Yeah.
Big Texan in Amarillo.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah,
did
I've
not.
done it on my barbecue before,
Have you really?
on my gas grill.
Wow. I didn't care for it. It was like shoe leather. But then again, it could have been the person that
Yeah,
cooked,
they didn't know how to cook it right.
right. I'm out with Granny. If I dig a hole, I found water. Yeah, exactly. That's the way it is here in CB's where we are. So, yeah.
Well, I don't know.
And I just wish, really, that's maybe one thing I would like to do is dig or have an artesian well dug. Not for drinking water, but for gardening. But then again, it doesn't really make sense to do that because my water bill's the same no matter how much water I use.
Yeah, it'd probably take you 80 years for a payback.
You think?
Probably. How much water are you going to put on the yard
Yeah.
between rains?
Well, that's a good point. That is a good point because it does rain a lot here too. Well, unless it's spring in 2026.
Yeah.
So, CB, have y'all gotten any rain? For crying out loud, I'm so tired of this dry. I've got dust out there. My son was out there with a lawnmower, dust clouds surrounding him from, well, and not only that, but I have to say that my backyard is more dirt and weeds than it is grass. And I didn't realize that when I first bought the place, but I realize it now. And I think what I'm going to do is go buy me some St. Augustine grass plugs and plug the crap out of this yard. Because, it wouldn't take but about 2 years and the whole thing would be covered.
That's what I had in Texas. Matter of fact, I was the last one in that complex that had plugs put in. As soon as I moved in, the next house that was closed on, they got sod. I got sprigs. Unbelievable.
Well, I don't mind doing plugs because, hang on 1 second and I'll get me some tea. No, I won't because it's empty. Oh, well.
Hey, little fish.
Crud.
Marcel, what's
Hey,
up?
Marcel.
Hey, Marcel.
Oh, you're dried up too? Well, I'm glad to know it's not just me. Keep praying for rain. Maybe we'll get some later. It does, when I walked out there earlier, it does feel like it's going to rain. You can smell it and feel it. I'm a month behind on my garden. Keep getting stood up by help. I try to hire. I move up to expensive landscapers and they stand me up too. So the bright side is there's less for me to go. Yeah, you know what? I'm behind on mine too because Poppy's not here and he has to do some of that heavy lifting out there. Plus I've got to get a tree cut down and I don't want the tree to fall on my garden. So I just decided to wait till all of that, his traveling's done and the tree's gone, get everything put in place. And I'm going to garden in grow bags. But here's the thing. You and I both know that in about a month, it's going to be too late to plant anything except okra. So I'm going to have a whole garden full of okra and zinnias. So I'm not sure where we're going, what direction I'm going in, but I am going to plant some stuff. I got a whole bunch of seeds here. Everything I plant I am going to Fazio's this week with my daughter, and I'm going to get some cherry tomatoes, and I want to get some cucumbers and maybe some peppers, but I'm not going to get a lot. I'm just going to get just a few. Okra's your favorite? Look, I normally do not love okra.
Mm-mm.
I love it fried, cornmeal and all. I love fried okra. But that's about it. I don't like it in my gumbo. I use filet. I don't care for it at all. But then Mona gave me this amazing recipe for okra and eggs. Oh my gosh. It's delicious. And if, like me, I only grow a little bit of okra. I might grow 6 or 8 stems of okra, plants. But I go out there and every day I'll have 3 or 4 okras to bring in the house, right? So what I do is I take them, I wash them, and I slice them like you would for fried okra. Then I scramble up some eggs. No, that's not true. I do scramble the eggs, but I throw them okra in a cast iron skillet and I cook them till they've got a crust on them, like, a grilled crust on them.
Mm-hmm.
Browned, good and browned. It gets all the slime out of them. Then you pour your eggs on and some sliced up tomatoes, salt and pepper. Oh, good grief. It's delicious. I even put Parmesan cheese on mine sometimes, and it is so good. Oh, I love me some pickled okra too. Heck yeah. Oh, speaking of pickled okra, you're going to laugh.
I dated her once.
My son is going to be done with boot camp next week.
Oh, cool.
Already. And he will be here after the 2nd of May sometime. I'm not sure when, but
Nice.
he graduates on the 30th. So that's 10 days. And I'm so tickled for him.
Does he know where he's going to be stationed?
Well, he's going to be in school for like 6 months, and it's right down the road from me
Nice.
in Biloxi. So he'll be at Keesler. And
Very nice.
I'll be really happy about that. That's the first time since he's been about 15 that he's lived that close to me.
Nice.
And I'm just so tickled for him, though. I mostly eat them raw in the garden. Now, that's good, too, CB. I like them raw in the garden, too. Or sauteed whole if I can get them inside. Huh. I've never done that before. I'll have to try it. Of course, when you slice them open like that and fry them in that skillet, it gets the slime out. I'm not a huge fan of anything slimy. Nope. I can't do that.
Good thickener.
It is. It is a very good thickener for whatever dish you're making. Now, one thing I used to eat when I was a kid was okra and tomatoes over rice. Now, that's good. It really is. Even if it is a little bit slimy every now and then.
I just like fried okra. That's the only way I like it.
Okay. It's why I don't cut them. Oh, okay.
I'll eat it fried, but I'm not a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love me some fried okra.
Now, Vicky loves it. She'll order it every time we go out.
Me too. Yep. If that's an option, I will order fried okra.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Grumpus, how was your week?
Just another week.
Just another week? I hear you.
You know what? I call my dad every week, sometimes twice a week. I'll say, "Hey, Dad, how are you doing today?" He'll say, "Not bad for an old man." Every single time. So
I've been coming home in the evening screwing around with this computer, but
yeah.
I'm doing that out of boredom almost.
Okay. You should come out and hang out with me. We'll both do a stress test together. We'll follow me around. My. Unbelievable. So I had a call last week. I had to call maintenance because the lady upstairs, really nice woman, she talks to us all the time. You don't. I told Marie, you better go check her. I don't hear her walking around. She might be stiff in the corner.
Yeah.
So, but then she'll come down. But last week it was on a Sunday. We're sitting here, and all of a sudden the kitchen sink started gurgling. The hell is that? So I said, oh, here we go again. The last time we had the sewer line was not the sewer line, but the
Hey, Angie's
borderline was.
World, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. I'm sorry, Tom.
No,
Give me
that's
one
okay.
second. I want to go in to listen in the background. If I drift, good night, and you have a beautiful week ahead of. Oh,
Good night,
bless
Jen.
Jen's
Jen.
now. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you so much.
So this it happened Sunday. I call them Monday, nobody shows up. Call them Tuesday, and nobody else shows up. Okay, so Tuesday afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
I get in the car and I drive up to the office. You know, what am I, chopped liver here? What are we going to do? And the lady said, "Oh, usually 48 to 72 hours if it doesn't overflow onto the floor." I looked at her. I said, "What are you smoking? You got something back there I can have a hit on? Because you're crazy." Anyway, the guys come, all right? And you can't blame them because they just do what they're told to do.
Right.
Grumpus, this guy put out 120 feet of snake. Took everything out and bang, hit this wall. All right. And finally it broke through. All right. So as the guy's doing it, he's puffing. Yo, Buck, are you okay? I says, take a break because I am not giving you mouth to mouth if you keel over, pal. Get that squared away right now. But finally, he's going, "I see smoke?" Yeah. I said, "You think that's a good sign
No kidding.
to stop?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So finally, he come by the other day in a golf cart, and I'm out on the balcony, and he went, "I threw them away." It's good. Kill over in somebody else's apartment, not mine.
So what was the plumbing deal? Was it just stopped up
It was
that
plugged
far
up.
down the line?
Yeah, it was plugged up. So what I did was I actually did a clean out right on the side of my apartment. I went out and I channel locked to open that up just so everything would dry, would drain.
Yeah.
Until they got here. But
Mm-hmm.
that's the only other bad thing. I mean, for them to do that work was fine, but that's the only other reason why I missed my home, a house.
Marcel, I sent you a link on Facebook, okay?
So, but that I had a
Oh, I
pretty
am
busy
happy,
week.
Kim. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Tom.
No, that's okay. No.
No, that
Well, I mean, it's just it's been so slow around work. I've just been on the phone nonstop trying to beat the bushes, get something in here for my guys to work on.
right,
Yeah.
right.
That's insane. Really is.
You don't think that they'll try to find other work, do you?
Well, if I stop paying them, they will.
Well, I get it.
I mean, right now, I got one little order first part of the week that they're working on now, but I mean, we've been sweeping floors, we've been clearing fence lines, we've been spraying ditches, we've been painting. I mean, anything I can find. They're probably going to be pulling some Cat 5 line next week because I got some Wi-Fi security cameras that are only work about half the time.
Yeah. Bring
So
them back
I'm
to your
gonna
house.
hardwire those in.
Bring them down to your house. Pull that tarp.
Yeah.
Barbara Jean says she's getting thunder and lightning to set up in San Antonio over there.
No.
Hey, Lep, how are you doing? It's good to see you. It's been a long time, buddy.
Man, I ain't hollered at Lep in a long time.
Wow.
Leprechaun, what's up?
Y'all, I'll be right back. I think I need to take a detour to the ladies' room. I'll be right back.
All righty.
Okay.
Okay, we'll ruin your channel for you.
Okay. Marcel, I'll be right back too. I know she's on her way.
What you been up to, Lep? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, Tom. It's just I've been so through the week. I've been so laser focused trying to keep things together around there that in the evenings I come home. I'm just drained.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So my boss is like a dog chasing my tail. I just go home wore out, and I haven't gone nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. I've been I don't know if you know, but my daughter's moving back east again.
I think I caught the tail end of that when you was telling Charlotte.
Yeah, and so I've been, back and forth with her a little bit. It's a little eye opening, but she got to do what she's got to do. You got to do the
Yeah.
right thing, and I think she needs mom right now.
Well, that's probably true.
So, I miss the boys, but I haven't seen them in a while. So, I don't know.
Get in your bed.
So, how's your everything is still running good with your computers, and you got obviously.
Yeah. I mean, what I did. Try to keep a long story short. I mean, there's things that the computer does. Your motherboard has a small little brain on it that is just enough that when you turn the on button on, it knows to go look for something to load in, like Windows. There's just enough there to hand the ball off to somebody else.
Right.
And that handoff, which they call a bootloader, is a set of instructions that tells it how to start. Well, you can only have one per computer, one bootloader.
Okay.
If you try to add like Linux will find the Windows bootloader and add itself to it to give you a menu, or to overwrite it. And then you'll have a menu.
Okay.
Which you can have everything all set up and ready to go. And then if Windows decides to do an update and if it affects that bootloader in any way, you've wiped out 2 operating systems.
Oh.
So to get around that, I pulled my boot drive out of the computer and have been monkeying with Linux on another drive and making my own menu, so to speak.
Gotcha.
But that's what I've been doing all day. I had the main drive out of the computer, and I've been mucking around with this other stuff, unplugging and plugging and moving things around and trying different stuff. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the time. Charlotte sent the link at like 8:30 or something like that. And I thought, oh shit, I don't know if I get this stuff back together in an hour.
Oh no. Hurry up and start dropping stuff and everything.
So
y'all help me welcome Marcel to the panel. Welcome, Marcel.
Hey, looky here.
Marcel, how you doing?
Oh goodness.
How you doing?
Let me mute this one. I'm gonna be the one causing the echo.
You'll be the one.
Here we go.
Oh goodness. Cindy,
So that's what's been happening, Tom. I've just been screwing with stuff, and I've been fixing a lot of things that weren't broken.
Well, I know that. The other, I every time I throw an appliance out, here again, hi, I'm Tom. I collect crap. I cut the cord. Okay. And then I have some, female plugs that I wired the thing up. Grumpus, you think I could get one screw back into that damn thing? I broke a sweat. I'm like this. Okay. I'm like Rodney Dangerfield in that movie, trying to put the model together.
Yeah.
And I dropped the screw. You think I could find that?
Oh, no.
I found it the next day when I stepped barefoot on it. Yeah. But it seems like everything's getting harder and harder to do. And that's why when I watch them videos of people living off grid and stuff like that, I just grin. I told
Well, we've lost our patience.
Yeah, I'll sit back in that chair and say, "Go ahead, you maniac."
Yeah, I don't think things are any harder. We just lost our patience.
Yeah.
Hey there, Barry. How are you doing? Good to see you.
Marcel, what's cooking, kiddo?
Yeah, tell us.
My goodness. Well, I think I've been having a little bit of a midlife crisis with my channel.
Uh-oh.
So I actually ordered a dash cam thing today. I'm gonna start doing some vlogging. I think I'm gonna mix in some vlogging. I have not been cooking quite the same way I used to cook like big meals, my son moved out. And so
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it's a long story, but I have one less mouth to feed here, and so like the same casseroles I used to cook, last forever, and we end up freezing them and all this stuff. And anyway, long story short, I've just not been cooking the same way. And so I'm getting ready to start doing some different things. Like we're going to revamp the channel, start doing some more vlogs, some more like come shop with me and grocery hauls and things like that.
That sounds like fun. I can't wait to see. Cannot wait.
Yeah, I think so. It'll be fun. It'll be different.
Yeah. Get yourself a tricycle and we can do a live stream tricycle and everything.
You know what? Emery and I were actually looking at bikes at Walmart. I have not personally ridden a bicycle in years. So
Really?
that might be an American
You gotta
tragedy
videotape
just to
that.
film that. Trying to watch me on a bicycle down the cul-de-sac and be like, holy crap, that lady just wiped out. Somebody called the ambulance.
Call 911.
I like that one guy. I forget his name, but years ago he did a like a comedy skit, and he said different phone calls that you don't want to hear. Okay,
Mhm.
you know, guy just fell, broke his arm. The other hand he's trying to dial, and he gets hello 912.
Oh my God.
You know what, Grumpus? Before too long, I'm going to be as white-headed as you are. Good
Well,
grief.
it's
And you
creeping,
know what?
creeping up on me.
Mine is too. And in the last 6 months,
Did you
it's
do
been
that?
hard.
Did you have that professionally like advanced?
No, no. This is it.
Are you for real?
I am so serious. This is all mine. All I did was get a haircut. That's it.
I don't mind the gray, but
And buy a house.
I wouldn't
Well,
be
you
mad if
know
it all
what?
turned white.
Yeah, you look beautiful no matter what.
Oh, bless you, Marcel.
You
Thank you so
do.
much.
Yeah,
It's
but
job,
girl,
you know,
I'm
it's-
gonna keep washing those grays away. It's not happening. I'm not ready.
I don't care if it turns absolutely white, but it's not going to because I don't have white hairs. I have, as my beauty lady said, they're silver. So I'm going to be silver headed eventually.
Yes, that sounds so much more sparkly and wonderful.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like off blonde.
See, like we had this discussion with your daughter and the muted grays and things she has in her house. I'm kind of the same way.
Oh,
I am the subscriber to the Joanna Gaines lifestyle with the muted colors and the gray and the calming colors to keep the craziness down in my house. But to call it silver doesn't really work when you're talking about interior design, but it does work with hair.
it does work with hair. It surely
does.
does. It works
Mhm.
with yarn too. Did you know that?
It does.
They have silver yarn. I mean, and it's, just gray.
No, there you go.
I can't believe I'm crocheting with gray tonight. I never crochet with gray, but I bought
What
this.
are you making?
I'm making a shrug for my
Yes.
daughter. And it's just a summer shrug for, it doesn't look like anything right now, but that's what the pattern is. And it's
Well,
just
it
going to
look-
be something to cover her shoulders and, wrap around her with a tank top or something.
Yeah.
It's not completely exposed. And I did earn it, CB, and I am proud of it, but it's freaking me out a little bit because I can't wear the same lipstick anymore. I can't wear the same colors like clothing anymore. And it's freaking
What?
Trust me on this, Grumpus. I know you don't understand, but just trust me on this. Green doesn't look I used to wear olive green, or really deep olive greens, and they looked great on me. I had one on not long ago. It's been about a month or so. I said, this looks like crap on me. And my mom says, or my daughter said, Mom, maybe you should go a couple of shades lighter on the green. Your hair is getting kind of gray, I'm like, "Arr." I almost pulled a Tom on her.
Yeah,
Why?
I feel the same way about my disco suit, and I keep moving it over.
Man.
I'm not an all or nothing person. It's nice to try to be a little more self-sufficient. If you do that and want to keep going, great. Don't got to start by diving. Right. And you know what? I like to be self-sufficient too. And that's why I have a garden. And that's why I used to have chickens, but I don't anymore because I just got tired of chickens. But still, I mean, I do. I like to be, we do a lot of our own everything around here. Fixing cars, fixing homes, fixing plumbing, whatever, it's just what we do.
I'm going to show you
It
my
is a
little
passion challenge. Yeah.
I'll show
What'd you
you
say, Marcel?
my little old lady here.
Oh, look.
This
She is big.
This is Gypsy Kitty,
She is.
and she's 16 years old.
What?
Yeah, she's
She's so beautiful.
she's got, I don't know if you can see it, and she's going to get mad at me, but she's got blue eyes. She's like, no.
She said no.
Yeah, she's like, no. But yeah, her
Put
eyes
me down.
are bright light blue. Like,
Oh.
yeah, she's what they call a ragdoll cat.
Okay.
Mhm.
Those are nice cats. My mother-in-law had one who lived to be really old.
Who, your mother-in-law?
Like over 20. So there you go.
Who, your
Gypsy,
mother-in-law?
you know that? She just looked
My
at me.
mother-in-law.
Yeah.
She
We
lived to be
found-
over
we-
20.
we
No, the
just
cat,
found-
ding-a-ling.
we found a growth on like beside her shoulder blade, and so she's got a vet appointment on Monday to go see what that's about. But she's healthy and she's feisty, and
Good.
yeah,
I'll send you Felony.
There-
Felony
I love
punctured
that
my
name.
hand today, and it hurts like crazy.
She clawed it.
She just, she hooked it. And I was vacuuming up there and I didn't see her, and she stuck her hand down the hole to grab me, and she got me. She got me good. And it really hurts. But
Yeah,
She would have been at the nearest
those
Chinese
puncture ones
restaurant.
like that, they hurt.
they do. They do hurt. I have my youngest kitty beside me sleeping on my walker, or did until I tried to mention her. That sounds like my cats. Actually, I don't know where Birdie went. Birdie's usually up here in my face when I'm trying to live stream.
So Marcel, you still looking to move into town?
We don't know what we're doing. The market here is just kind of stagnant.
Yeah.
And there are several houses around us that are on the market, and like literally none of them are moving. And so we're just like, we think we're just kind of stuck here for a while.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the market out here too. I mean, it's bad. I mean, they did a study out here, and they said there's close to 180,000 homes that are owned by corporations.
That's ridiculous.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
It is horrible. Told you, greed. It's all about greed.
Back to greed.
My
Yeah.
back is hurting tonight for some reason. Get you a heating pad, Zach, and
Yeah.
some Motrin,
And drink more water.
and drink a lot of water.
Yep.
With
And
Scott.
bourbon.
I heard,
There you go. You're diagnosed. You're welcome.
you're good.
See how we did?
Hey, what did you say, Grumpus?
He said bourbon. I said scotch.
Bourbon and scotch.
And get out in the sunshine. Vitamin D. Cures
Vitamin
everything.
D always helps. Actually, we're not doctors. We have no medical training whatsoever.
We're
Just a lot of
We're
experience.
old and we know stuff.
We're
But
just
when I-
moms, and we're old, and we get it, and we know.
But when I drink, I become Dr. Welby.
Yeah. Take it from Dr. Moms here. Dr. Moms.
Right, Dr.
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah.
I'm a Dr. Mom too.
I used
Mhm.
to love.
Well, I'm
full-
the one that diagnosed my daughter with psoriatic arthritis.
Oh my gosh. See? And you knew it's experience.
Yeah.
I used to like when my dad, I'd skin my knee or something. He's standing there crying, waiting for him to put my Methylate on it, and he'd tell me, "Shut up! I'll give you something to cry about." So I didn't know which was bad. You know,
Well, Methylate's the one that stung. Mercurochrome didn't.
But no, that's why he had it because yeah. So it was sort of
Sports are the little jerks.
yeah, it was sort of a deterrent. Don't fall down.
I am, but I'm not that kind of doctor. In case of emergency, I'm useless. That's great. That is great.
I've got Bactine and Band-Aids and liquid bandage, and I
Benadryl.
know to compress things that are bleeding, and I think we got this.
Yeah.
Since I passed 70, okay, I don't think from that point, from I guess maybe from my 20s until I hit 70, that I ever remember buying an extra box of Band-Aids, okay, that weren't expired or from 1960. Okay. Since I hit 70, okay, every other month I'm getting more boxes of Band-Aids.
Oh my
Just
God.
to touch myself. Blood everywhere. And Marie, I'm bleeding. Okay.
Claudia says she's got yarn. She'll fix anything up with some yarn.
Yeah.
There you
There
go.
you go.
And Marie's saying to me, "You're bleeding all over the pillowcase."
In your sleep?
No, just I would sit on the bed or something.
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah,
hand
yeah.
or did something.
You're bleeding all over the pillowcase. What does she want you to do?
Yeah, I said, "You want me to stand outside until I'm done?" Don't make sense.
At least until you get low.
Oh, tell me about the hydrogel Band-Aids. Is it hydrogen peroxide gel or something? Or what? Hydrogel Band-Aid. Why are they jelly?
Yeah, exactly. Where's
Store
the
and ask
methylate?
the young clerk where the methylate is. Oh, good Lord, you'd throw her into a tizzy. She'd be looking for that stuff for 6 months.
Do they still make that?
I don't think so.
No, that's why I do like this.
Son is home from prom. Yay. He wore one of my dresses and has been flouncing about. So cute. And his makeup game. Fierce. Awesome. Awesome. My son didn't go to the prom this year. His girlfriend dumped him. Not before the prom. She dumped him a couple months ago, but yeah. Such a sad, sad time.
How's he doing now?
He's doing great. It didn't seem, he was sad for a minute.
Didn't want a sandwich.
But yeah, pretty much.
Then he was like, I'm free.
Mom, buy me some popsicles, Well, it said hydrogel. I just figured that was water gel. Yeah. Okay. CB said I had to do first aid on a turtle today. Poor thing looked rough, but the nearest place I could take her was over an hour away. So she got the people ointment and hope. There you go. Sometimes that cures everything. No, ma'am. Hydrogen peroxide is not popular anymore for use on wounds. Oh, no kidding. We hadn't had too many wounds in my house. We do use a lot of Neosporin, though. Hydrogel dressings use water and keep the wound moist. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. Band-Aids made of water. What if you spill it and bleed to death?
Yeah. When you live in the desert.
Thank you, Claudia. I appreciate you looking that up because I wouldn't have known that. Well, and when you get an injury, like, okay, see this burn right here on my arm?
Good one.
I did that to myself with a curling iron the other day. I was trying to be fancy and do my hairs. Well, that was a dumb idea because apparently it's been about 30 years since I tried to use a curling iron and I dropped it on myself. So,
oh my God. Yeah, it's easy to do. Yeah.
But with this wound here, just, it's just a little surface wound. But I wouldn't want that to stay moist. I would want that to dry up and get well, like, quick. Of course, it's been about a week now, and it's still red, but it's dry.
Those burns like that hurt for a while.
Yeah, well, I was lucky because when I felt it falling out of my hands, I backed away like this, and it hit me on the way down. If I would have been standing there, I don't know, it probably would have landed on my face.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is a small price to pay.
That's how fast it happens. I know, like I do, like when you're baking a cake or something and you go in too quick and you hit the side of the oven. It's just a split second and it leaves a welt.
Yes, it does. Clear,
I got-
squishy, sticky strip. Oh, okay. Okay.
I got more burns on my arms. Okay, I feel like I belong to the Bar R Ranch. Getting branded.
You've been branded by the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yeah.
Barbara Jean, that happens to my husband all the time because he has a latex allergy. So anywhere he puts Band-Aid glue on him, well, I don't know if it's the glue or the latex. Anyhow, it's something. It blisters his skin off. And even when they take his blood, they can't put Band-Aids on him. They put that wrappy stuff that looks like an ace bandage, but it's not. They use that on him. He can't have like when he has surgery or when he's going to the doctor for EKG or something, they have to use the jelly pads and not the sticky pads. It's kind of weird.
Them things that look like ace bandages, they work really well.
They do. They do. I never went to my high school prom. Aw, it was expensive at the time. $36 for local. Oh, that's nothing anymore, honey. I paid. Oh, God. Last year, Murphy's prom probably cost me $600.
Wow.
Yeah. Jared's prom, I bought him a suit. Had to buy the ticket, which was like $50. Yeah.
And then the dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
I paid for his date. The boy didn't have a job, you know. Well, Jane Doe, if I had aloe vera, I probably would have done that. But I don't have any.
I'll send you some out. Marie's got 50-some plants of it outside. I tell you, it works great.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, no, Dwayne. Oh, that's terrible. And I'm sorry that happened to you, my dear.
I don't want to live, but I can understand.
Yeah, it's
was
not funny, is
Trying
it?
to see if the comment. Let's see.
It's funny, but it's not. I was told in high school back in 2001 that our
Oh.
skin is plastic, according to my biology, is plastic, which will melt when it burns. Well, wow. Is that the kind of education they're giving you out there in Colorado? Goodness gracious. That's why they use it for beauty products, pimples and such. Wait a minute. What do they use? Wait a minute. I don't know why they're using. Oh, wait. I'm with you and feeling like you want it to dry out, but the hydrogel doesn't feel wet. It's just moist enough for the body to do its thing. Okay. It wicks away excess seep. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Well, we're covering a lot of ground tonight.
Yeah, we are. Aloe vera is good. Yes, it is, Dwayne. Oof.
I got this itch that,
Yeah.
never mind.
Oh, get this. Her son's prom was covered by class dues. And with the price increases, we couldn't afford to buy him anything. So I tried sewing his gown, but I didn't get it done in time. So he raided my closet. Oh, that is hilarious. If my kids tried to raid my closet, the only thing they would find is pajamas and my old wedding dress. That is the truth. Well, maybe some sweatpants and t-shirts. But that
I have some dresses, but for whatever reason, all the dresses I've chosen for weddings and stuff in the last 5 years, they're super floral. I don't know why. I was going through a phase, but like,
maybe you were just attracted to them at the time.
yeah.
But
But
I
they're
should
like
go through a
literally, they're
solid.
dresses that are just kind of flowy and covered with flowers. They're very femmy.
Yeah.
I used to wear Hawaiian shirts out here, and I had to stop wearing them. The flowers on them, I'd walk outside and get attacked by hummingbirds.
Oh, good grief. Oh, speaking of birds, y'all. Oh gosh, listen to this. So, I think I've told you guys 1,000 times about my daughter having the bluebird house in her backyard, and every year he sends me pictures of the babies and keeps track of them. And well, this year she goes out there to look. There's no bluebird anywhere in her yard. There's no bluebird in the birdhouse. There's something in there. So she stuck her hand in it and something hissed at her. And she said, I pulled my hand back really fast. Mama thought it was a snake. I said, well, was it? She said, no, it was
Possum?
It was a titmouse.
Oh.
It's a bird called
Can
a
you say that
titmouse.
on YouTube?
It's a type
What'd you
of
call me?
bird.
No.
Just a bird. Just a bird to YouTube. Just a bird. So it has laid 5 eggs in her nest, and we don't know where the bluebirds went at all. But they haven't been around this year. So I guess
Wow,
the
wonder why.
titmouse
Damn.
birds have run them off.
Damn tit birds.
I know, right? So then Dad
The cleavage, right?
Look, y'all, Dad sends me this picture the other day. It broke my heart. Let me find it. There's a story.
You're not going to break my heart, are you?
Yeah.
I might.
We're covering all kind of territory tonight.
No, I'm still wearing mascara. Do not make me cry.
I do not wear mascara. So Dad sends me this picture of this lone goose.
Yeah.
It's called dinner.
Apparently, the husband got eaten by something.
Oh.
And now she's there on his property just milling around like she's lost.
She's looking for the insurance policy.
Apparently. But it makes me so sad because, these geese, these Canadian geese, they don't necessarily mate for life, but when they lose a partner, they mourn that loss. And it could take up to 2 years for them to move on. So I don't know how long she's going to be there, but if she's going to be there long, I hope something eats her too. She don't have to suffer,
I
But-
told you that what happened with the cow when I was in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the guy who was taking care of the property come up to me and he said, "Tom," he says, "I need for you to help me put down a cow."
Ooh,
I said, "I usually get paid for that, but other than that, all right, no problem."
right.
So we go back there, and what happened was the cow had a calf, and he kept
Fever.
he kept telling me that he's trying to be nice because Marie was standing there, that her Virginia was hanging out.
Right.
Okay, trying to be nice about it,
Mhm.
and they will not go any further like that. So you got to put it down.
Right.
So I put it down. He went and got the backhoe,
Mhm.
dug the hole, put the cow into the hole, covered it up.
Brrr.
Girl, no, we were sitting on the back porch, and I could see exactly what was up a little bit up on the hill.
Right.
That night, they walked. All the cows walked across the grave,
Mm-hmm.
went down into the other pasture. Now they had other ways to go. Okay, 2 stayed at either end of that hole for the night. Get up the next morning. I was like mesmerized by it. I couldn't believe it.
Right. Yeah.
They come walking back from the other side because normally they would go down by the trees. They stayed up top. They actually walked back over top of that grave again, and then that was it. They never went by it again.
Oh my goodness.
I said, "That's phenomenal."
That is pretty amazing.
So he said, "I'll give you some meat from from the next cow we put down." No, you keep the meat.
You
I
keep
don't
it.
want them walking around by me.
Did I show
Well,
you?
was there a reason? Was there a reason they couldn't eat the cow?
Yeah, because they thought that it was blood poisoning might have.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it was just milk fever. That's all it
Yeah.
was. Look at that beautiful face.
Who is that?
That's my dad's new puppy, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't she beautiful?
So
must be tickled
cute.
pink.
And you know what? He is already head over heels in love with that dog.
What did he name her?
Well, I don't know.
Goose.
Pretty much he calls her baby.
Oh.
But I told him he ought to call her Hazel. I don't know why I like that name, but I do. My bike's named Hazel, Had a cat named Hazel once.
I like the name Hazel.
I do too. Oh my. I just look, that's my daughter and her baby girl. That's my Millie over here with the long hair.
Millie growing big, isn't she?
She is. She just
Aw.
turned 10, y'all. She
You
just
look-
turned 10. And she's
She
got
looks
that.
like you. Your daughter looked like you. Yeah.
Really?
I thought that was you.
Oh no,
I mean,
that's my
like
baby.
just
That's my oldest. If you think she looks like me, you should see number 2.
Oh.
She's my mini me. Well,
Oh,
she,
yeah?
yeah, when she was little, I used to call her my mini me. Because she was just, well, and you know what? That's crazy because I don't think she looks so much like me anymore. When she was little, she did, but now she just acts like me. And yeah, so I know where that came from now. But yeah, let me see that again. I don't know where it is now. Shoot. She's free next Sunday. What? Oh.
The goose.
Let me see this. Oh, it's on the stories. That's why I can't see it. All right.
Hey, Marcel, have you been noticing that Facebook is nothing but advertisements anymore?
Well, what I've been noticing about Facebook, now I have not been posting so much on my personal page anymore. I just honestly haven't had anything too much exciting to post about. I kind of share in the stories more than I do in the actual feed these days. But what I've been noticing is when I do get on my personal Facebook, all these random posts from people I do not know pop up. And it's like, he finally put a ring on it. Oh, we had a baby. My granddaughter. I'm just like, who the hell is that? Like, you know, I'm scrolling like, who is this person?
No way.
And like, I don't even know you, but it's my personal Facebook. But I guess it's posts like they boosted or something. And so they, yeah. And so then I keep scrolling. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And she looks, I actually see Violet in there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, lots of weirdness, lots of advertisements, and then lots of people in my personal account feed that I literally have no idea who they are. And so I have to keep clicking the 3 little dots and saying not interested, don't know who they are. Like, but I think it's because they're boosting their posts, and so they're kind of rolling them out. But I've never had that happen before on my personal page. On my professional, my blog community page, that happens all the time because people are boosting posts and everything, and I just click out of them or click them if they interest me. But that's new in my Facebook feed. In my personal one, I'm just like, did I friend that person after too much wine? Like, who the hell is that? Like, and then so like click
So
it, and it's like, no, like I'm not, like I have no relation to them. I don't even have any mutual friends. I'm just like, why am I seeing your engagement photos? Like, I literally have no idea who you are.
So you got regular friends and wine friends.
Yeah,
right.
Hey, it happens. Okay?
That does not happen to me. You're friendlier than I am.
I got one the other day. Since you friended me, click on the button below and receive 15 grand. Okay.
I need those kind of friends to pop up.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I typed back. So I typed back. I said, "Do I look like I have a lollipop on top of my head?" Now you owe me 15 grand. How about that, Jerry?
AI book, don't you?
That's insane.
I don't know. Do I mean AI book?
Instead of Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'll be right back, guys.
Thanks for that, because I lost it. Yeah, that's kind of what it is now, is AI book. But man, and look, here's my grandson.
I'm proud to say I've never been on Facebook.
Oh.
Isn't he adorable?
Oh my gosh.
He's such a sweet boy. Oh, and here's little Miss
cute.
Prissy Pants. Look at this.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe she's 10.
I know, right?
Yeah, she grew up awful
years
fast.
old in my head.
She still should be just a little baby, you know?
Murphy's still 11 in my head.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Actually, still 5 in mine, but I get it. I
Yeah.
do. I get it. And he's about to get his driver's license and get a job. So.
Emery and I went into Walmart this afternoon. We recently got a Five Below here in our town,
Oh.
and so we are feeling quite metropolitan.
Oh,
We
I
have
know
an
you
academy, we have a Five Below, we have a Hobby frickin' Lobby. Okay, we're getting big time over here.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
You pay,
And
you
so
better stay
it is
there
nice.
to get that
It is
property
nice.
value.
Bring it on. It is nice
Great.
not having to drive 15 miles to get to those stores now. And
Right.
so we go into Five Below all the time. But we went into Walmart this afternoon looking for we had to get some, essential stuff, and we went in there and all the little spring dresses are out. And they had this one that is pink and frilly and full of tulle and like sequin loaded strawberries and all this stuff. And I went and I grabbed it, and they had it in a size 14. And I said, Emery, look, you need to put this dress on. And she was like, yeah, no, I wouldn't be caught dead in that. And I was like, when you were 5, you would have been wearing this dress. And she was like, Mom, put the dress down.
My daughter, when she was 5, would have took a butt whooping instead of wear that dress. She never liked anything girly when she was little. Now she does. I mean, now she dresses like, a girl. But back then, I don't even think she knew she was a girl till she was like 22.
Yeah.
I mean, she would hide behind all of her hair, and she never wore makeup, and she wore these, remember Jinkos?
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, those terrible. The legs on those jeans were like this big around. It was ridiculous.
They're kind of sort of back.
I know. So yeah, that's what she did.
Yeah. But so we were walking today, and we were still recovering from the whole discussion about the sparkly dress with the strawberries. Do you hear me talking? Do you hear it?
I'm trying to show you something.
She heard it.
Did she put the dress on?
Yeah, here. I bought the dress. Hey, come here, babe.
What?
Come here. It's Charlotte and Grumpus
You
and
actually
everything.
brought a dress?
No, come here.
Okay.
No,
thank you.
this.
He's like, okay, thank God.
You never look ugly.
No.
No, but I don't remember. There was something else. We were walking, and I was just harassing her, and I was enjoying it. I told her, I said, you used to wear the big old JoJo Siwa bows and everything. Like you were my little living doll. I had you in bows all the time, and I curled your hair. And
I used to do that with me. It was crazy. Your town isn't official without 2 versions of Dollar General and a Dollar Tree. Hey, we're official. We have 3 Dollar Generals and a Dollar Tree.
Well, see, we had a Dollar General, a Dollar Tree, and a Family Dollar.
What?
I'm saying, but no. It's getting crazy around here.
Oh my goodness. Actually, one of our Dollar Generals burned up. And
That's not good.
It caught fire, and they don't know if they're going to replace it. I say no. Let's not replace it. We have enough. I mean, I can walk to 2 of them.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, but it is what it is. Okay. Just got to make sure I'm not missing anybody. But yeah, those were the days, weren't they, Marcel?
No. This little town is growing and growing, and there's so much construction going on. It's absolutely crazy.
Give it another 3 or 4 years, and you can make bank off of that property.
Yeah, well, it's already, we paid a pretty penny for it when we moved here, when we purchased it in 2020, because we purchased it in the middle of the pandemic craziness.
Yeah.
But since then, it's literally almost probably doubled in like.
Oh, wow. Great. That is wonderful.
Hey, you know who I heard from this morning? Sent me a text. The dude.
Get out of here.
How's Mike doing?
Mike was catching a connecting flight in Las Vegas airport at 6:26 this morning, by the way.
Yeah.
And he just said, thinking about you, Tom. He said, wish he was here longer.
Oh.
I was on his way to DC. He's doing, or he's developing something about real estate, about buying property. So what he's doing is he's doing some kind of. He sent me out there like a prototype of it to look at it, like a checklist, what to look for, what to ask for about buying property. Is it worth it?
Mhm.
With all the things that people don't look at, they overlook. You know what I mean? So he's developing that, and I think that's where he's moving to.
Oh.
But
Huh.
That's
hear
cool.
from
Has anybody heard from Patrick? He commented on a couple of my videos last week, and I was so happy to see his comment. I have not personally been texting or talking to him in a while, but I hope he's doing okay.
I do too. I haven't heard a word from him.
He's still doing carnivore. He's busy at work and sort of went a different way rather than with YouTube and that kind of stuff. I mean, it seems to be all right. I guess it's been about a month.
Okay.
The last I did talk to him, because he said, I thought we were gonna do something.
Are the dogs inside?
No.
Because there's a bunch of.
I said, I'm switching programs here. I said, but
Right.
if you're still interested,
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on Mr. Cast Irons last time I saw him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
he was on with him, and he was on. I turned this guy Dave Mack, who is actually from Australia. He lives in Japan now.
Right.
He's a big to do with carnivore and stuff like that. So he does a podcast. So I said, reach out to your fellow Aussie. And he did. He had Patrick up on there, and then Mr. Cast Iron did it with him.
So is he doing anything other than his job?
No, that's it. Just about.
That's it. Okay. When you said he went another direction, I'm thinking, did he go on Rumble or
No, he got off. He got off of YouTube because he said, looking back at it, made him a little disappointed.
Okay.
So I guess he was trying to get away from the whole thing.
I get it.
To each his own. Yeah. But like he had told me that he did have a problem, a bad problem. He said, and that was part of it. And then I broke his chops. We went back and forth. I says, so no more videos. You going to the bottle shop?
Oh my.
No, Tom. No.
Well, good. It's pretty. It's really incredible to me, the willpower it takes for someone to just stop. And I watched my son go through it.
Yeah.
He just got tired of living like that and said, I'm done. And that was 4 years ago on January 23rd last month, or, this year.
He's in a better place right now, too.
He's in a great place right now. He's got a wife and a son, and he's changing his life. And, he spent a decade just getting through life day by day, doing what he wanted to do, and 1 minute to the next. And now he's actually got a plan, and I'm glad to see it. But, he was kind of a late bloomer, but that's okay, because some of us are.
I had a good friend of mine, McCain, went to school, went from kindergarten up. And 2 years ago, I knew he was hitting the bottle pretty heavy, but hitting a lot of other stuff to go along with it.
Oh.
Okay. And took his own life. Okay. And from when they turned around and I guess did the autopsy, they said that he had so much foreign matter in his body, and as far as alcohol, whatever other drugs and stuff. He said that they probably the way it read was that this is just an observation, but they don't know if it was that he knew what he was doing, that he was so goofed up, drunk, or high as a kite, whatever. And stop and think about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when you get most of your guts, is when you're drinking or doing something.
Right. Well, my son, he put all of it down. I mean, alcohol was the worst thing he was doing. Well, it was the most detrimental for him that he
Mhm.
was doing. But he did a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
And probably stuff I don't even know about. But he's come clean on a lot of it. And I used to he'd call me on his way home from work. He always called me on his way home. And it would usually be 1 or 2 in the morning. And every time before I'd answer the phone, I'd say a little prayer and think, "Oh dear God, please don't let it be jail. Please."
Yeah.
Or the cops telling me he's dead or that he's killed somebody. Because I mean, he'd drink all day at work and then drive himself home.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was crazy. He just wasn't himself because he got to where when he drank, he was not Logan. He was somebody else. And yeah, it was crazy. But now that's over with. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
And that's what when I talk to people about losing weight or going on a diet, they hit these checkpoints that
Mhm.
they think they're supposed to do. You know what I
Right.
mean? And the cravings keep going on. And I keep telling them, you got to kill the cravings first before you do anything.
Yes.
Okay, you keep playing with that, or I can get away with this. Well, this is the worst thing of all is, but that it has some carbs in it. It's okay. You're looking at a guy right here that's on insulin now because
Yeah.
it's okay. I can have a
And
little
you
bit
still
here.
can't have the carbs.
Exactly. Now
Yeah.
I can't,
Right.
and
Right.
and that's the whole thing. So I tell people a lot of times that not to discount alcohol or drug use or anything like that, but a sugar addiction I think is the
Oh.
worst thing ever.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's what's killing this entire country.
Yeah.
If you talk to a European, in fact, I even heard Patrick say it one time. The amount of sugar in our food here in this country is unbelievable to them.
Sure.
He said the chicken's sweet. You
Yeah.
know, ew. But now I'll tell you this. I went to Chick-fil-A not long ago with my grandkids and my daughter, and they got some chicken nuggets. Well, Oliver didn't eat one of the last of his, and I said, "Yeah, I'll take it." And because he handed it to me, "Want this, Granny?" So I said, "Yeah, I'll eat it." I took one bite, and I could taste the sugar in that chicken nugget.
Yeah.
And I ate that bite, but I put the rest of it down. I said, "I can't eat that. That's gross." Now I don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm just shaking my head. That's crazy.
I had never noticed it before that day, but I noticed it that day, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what are they doing
Maybe
to kids?"
maybe it could have been in the batter for the nuggets.
Yeah, exactly. And to me, that's almost criminal because
Sugar-
parents want to buy their kids the kids meal with the chicken nuggets because that's what kids eat. They eat chicken nuggets. So let's coat it in sugar laced flour, deep fry it, and start them off on that stuff as young as possible. By the time they have teeth, it makes no sense to me.
I had a lady tell me that she's trying to get away from the candies and stuff like that and all that.
Wow.
So hard, very addictive. She said, but in the same token, I want my children to understand the taste of sugar.
Oh.
I says, so would you want to give them a taste of cocaine?
Oh my goodness.
Would you want to give them a taste of alcohol? Okay, that's what you're doing with the sugar because it just keeps on coming back,
Right.
and coming back. So,
Mhm.
and
Now, I'll tell you this, Tom. I do eat a little bit of sugar. I eat a lot of fruit. Is natural sugar not processed sugar? Is there a difference? For me, there is because I feel like if it comes off a tree, it can't be bad for me. If it comes out of the ground, it can't be bad for me. I can eat carrots. I can eat potatoes. But I don't go overboard on those things. I eat them maybe twice a week instead of every day.
I mean, there's not a problem with that. I mean, that if for somebody who doesn't have
Who doesn't have diabetes? Right.
type 2 diabetes or what they call pre-diabetes, which to me is
Right.
a joke. Either you have it or you don't. All right, that's not a
Right.
problem. The whole idea is if it's not processed,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it's okay. You can
Okay.
have that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love sweet potatoes. Okay, I eat one of them I get an instant headache. You know.
Oh
So
wow, really?
yeah. So I played around with it for the past couple of years. I guess maybe in the last year, and I hurt myself. I mean, just making pizza.
Listen, y'all. It's raining.
Woo. Yeah, that's why I had to go off screen just a moment ago because Emery came in and told me that it started storming and my dogs were outside.
Oh
I was like, oh, better go get them.
no. In fact, mine might be out there. Dinah, there you are, girl. Come on in the house before you get soaked.
So how are you liking your bigger backyard?
Oh gosh, I love it. And the dog loves it. Let me tell you something. This dog has learned in this yard how to fetch, bring me the ball, drop it, and let me throw it again. He never did that at the other yard. He would run around with the ball in his mouth until he was tired and he wouldn't let anybody touch it. But now that he knows we'll throw it again, he does everything he's supposed to do. And
Aw.
it's been so much fun playing with him in the backyard because he has room to run. Now, today, I threw the ball and I threw a little harder than I thought I did, and it hit the fence and he plowed right into the fence. And I'm like, oh, that had to hurt, you know. But
That's the
yeah,
sharpest
he's
tool in the
enjoying
shed.
the spot.
You got to teach him how to retrieve bags from the Brinks truck.
Bags of what?
Money from the Brinks truck.
No kidding. No kidding. I am so glad that we got. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to be like that, but we need some rain desperately.
Oh, it's been overcast and cloudy here the last 2-3 days. And then today the temperature dropped. Like we had a cold front come in.
Yeah. It's cooler here too. I think we're at 57.
Yeah.
You're
I
welcome.
mean, it's not cold or anything, but
Yeah.
it feels nice.
53 here.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yep.
welcome.
57 here.
Yes.
So Charlotte, talking about the sugar discussion, did you win? Because I know your kids, your youngest are right around the ages of mine.
Mhm.
Do you remember like the gas station juice drink that I think it was called like monkey
Bug
juice? A monkey juice. Do you remember it?
I do.
Oh my
And it
gosh.
was awful.
Well, I actually did get that for Jared a couple of
Oh.
times when he was little. The
Mhm.
apple flavored juice, not really knowing, and he would freak out. Like he would,
Just bounce off the walls.
I mean, go like literal bananas. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you?
Right.
And then I looked at the sugar grams on that, and there was something insane in that, like 22 grams of sugar. Like it was banana, like no pun intended, but it was like crazy.
Yeah.
And so after like the second or third time I bought him that, and then he ended up getting in trouble because he literally lost his little toddler mind. I never bought that again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's the truth. I mean, there's no getting around it. But the thing it takes a long time for people to get that into their heads about that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we, as the parents, okay, there ain't nothing better as far as I'm concerned than a nice slice of apple pie.
Oh
A
yeah.
little vanilla ice cream on top
Oh
of that.
yeah.
Nice cup of coffee. Boy, I tell you what, I could do that every day.
Have you
until
ever eaten apple pie with cheese on it?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Cheddar cheese.
I've
Delicious.
never had it. I always thought it
Delicious.
sounded kind of crazy.
I've never had it, but a long time ago, I worked at a diner, like an old time diner, and people used to order that all the time. Slice of apple pie with American cheese or cheddar cheese melted on top.
Hi, I'm Tom.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't.
And not to make fun of it, okay? But that's what it was. That's how we did things. So I mean, trying to cut the cord from it right now. I mean, I'm gonna die anyway of something, but I don't want to go right now.
Right. Exactly.
You understand?
Still got things to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So and the doctors, like I went through this rigmarole to get a paper signed,
Mhm.
okay, for 4.5 hours trying to get a
Yeah.
hold of somebody.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
It is a
So
joke.
it really is a joke.
You know, I couldn't buy my son those drinks because we didn't understand why at the time, but every time we would get him one, his head would hurt. And we ended up finding out through the years that the red dye in it causes him to have migraines.
Oh.
Now
And
you
he
gotta watch.
always wanted the red ones.
Now you got to watch the yellow dye.
Yeah. See, I didn't even think about the dyes, but after I finally looked at the sugar grams and that, I was just like, damn, this is why he is like completely
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, nothing but sugar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember my daughter standing in the backyard in Houston.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
Oh,
just going crazy.
But it seems so innocent, you know. It was like apple juice, fruit punch,
right.
totally marketed for kids.
Right.
You know, I didn't sit there and like psychoanalyze it, you know, too much. But then after 3 incidents where like his behavior went like pretty severe, I was like, okay, what is in this stuff? Like, you know,
it's crazy
we
too.
do
I mean,
not buy it anymore. I don't even think they make it anymore. Like, I think they went out of business. Enough
Oh,
toddlers got
really?
spankings under the influence of monkey juice that they don't make it anymore. Enough toddlers got the pow pows.
Your Honor, I don't know what happened. I had this glass of monkey juice.
And I lost my mind.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know, I'm glad those days are over. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I actually had somebody ask me the other day, and I'm not sure the conversation went the way they were planning. They were like, if you could redo or undo something in your life, like, what are you thankful for that you didn't do? And I said, I'm so thankful I didn't have a 3rd child.
Oh,
I'm like,
I'm
I'm
glad I
sorry.
didn't
Was that
have
negative? I didn't mean it that way. Like, because I totally didn't mean that. But yeah, but no.
yeah, I'm pretty glad I didn't have 8.
Yeah, no.
You glad you reeled it in.
I got a late start. Okay, my first one was born at 35.
Because he was in
One born
Kentucky.
at 41. And if the crazy had prevailed, because for a moment I thought I wanted a 3rd one, and then Emery was a year old, and she had this whopping, horrible, crazy tantrum during the holidays shopping at Christmas, and I was just like,
Nope.
hell no, we're done. Like, this is it.
Your
Like, this is, yeah, you just whoop. This just
Put a
made
pin
the
in it.
argument for me. Factory
That's
closed. Yeah,
Oh
she
my
was
God.
throwing herself back.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
like I was trying to push the cart, and I had this flailing toddler in one hand, and I was just like, yeah, no, we're done.
That's the pits.
That's enough of that.
The pits.
We're all traumatized. All of Walmart is like traumatized.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen this. You know, when I do go to the store,
Mhm.
I watch the younger people. You know, like
Mhm.
maybe they're just married or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
They got a little one sitting in the basket, and in fact, it's going to be on one of the podcasts.
Mhm.
I can hear he was with the child in the basket holding it, and he had the list, and she was looking for something. Okay, and we happened to be in the coffee aisle because I was looking for on sale coffee. Okay, so I'm looking up and down like this here, and she, excuse me, sir, and she walked past me, and she says, "Oh, I found it here." Well, how much is it? And I said, I don't know. It was $17 or something, whatever it was for this coffee thing. Okay. And he said, put it back. We just can't afford that.
Oh no.
Okay. But I look in the basket. Okay. And they got all this junk food.
Oh.
Okay. And the little one's sitting there with the pop or some kind of candy they had. And you could see she was getting ready, the little girl, she's getting ready to spin off. And I'm saying to myself, come on, man. Come on. Don't do that, you know. But buying all that crazy junk food and then wonder why they're healthy. Oh, I can't get up for work. I don't feel good or whatever. It's just a mess. It really is a mess. I don't know. To most.
Well,
Yeah.
around here,
Yeah,
tater
us
chips are up
too. I
around
think
$7
I'm Gen
a
X for
bag.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
We
pretty
went-
much cut myself off of those.
Marie is a potato chip freak.
Oh, I I'd have to
Jan-
have potato chips before I went to sleep every night.
We turned around and go this once to a Wincoder out of Boise, Idaho, and it's family owned, and now a couple of the stores are run and owned by the employees. We figured that one out, but she come running from the other side of the aisle, and she had 2 bags of chips, and she was going to me. They're $2. Can I get them?
Whatever, 3 chips in it.
That was a big bag. I said, wow, what are they made from? She says, you think I can get them?
It's like contraband.
He's 72 years old. Of course, they can get anything you want. It's amazing. Really is amazing.
Gen X. We're immune to most trauma causing. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. If the people from 150 years ago or more ate the food from today, it would probably make them sick. Oh, It probably would. Well, we might not even be here. Never know. Gosh, this coffee's going to be amazing, y'all.
Oh, I can go a cup of that right now.
I'll be right back. I'm going to put my kitty cats in their little bedroom to go night-night because they're all starting to wrestle and try to have World War III in my hallway.
Right. Okay.
I've seen him before doing it.
Look what my realtor sent me.
Nice.
Look at that.
Gardener of the Year. I know.
It's a nice cup.
Isn't it? Looks like a terracotta pot.
Yeah, it does.
It's adorable. Oh,
That's pretty cool.
Good.
Yeah, Vicky said the other day, she said, you ain't brought any potato chips home in a long time. I said, it's $7 a bag. I can't enjoy them.
You know what? I get from Walmart the hang on a minute and I'll tell you which ones they are. I don't buy potato chips anymore. I buy tortilla chips.
I
It's
know.
almost as bad.
They might be, but that's what I get because we like them. So now Murphy sometimes on the border, the cantina
Yeah.
style. I love
HEB
them.
carries those.
I like the thin ones.
Yeah, I do too.
Love them. And those are only $4 a bag, just so you know.
Yeah.
I get pork rinds because what I do is I'll take them. But see, what I'll do with them is I'll take and I'll mix up. I'll get grape tomatoes.
Thanks, guys.
And I'll put them in sour cream.
Ooh.
And then I'll take the hand blender and blend them up. And then I'll use the pork rinds and use that.
Oh, for like a dip.
You put that on like a dip on that.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I bet Poppy would absolutely love that. And I'll tell you something Poppy does that grosses me out a little bit. He will eat Ruffles with cottage cheese.
Ooh, I can't do the cottage cheese.
And I'm like, what are you doing? You're ruining it.
Charlotte. He might be listening. He ain't coming home for another week.
He's not listening. He passed out hours ago, I promise you. I was on the phone with him before I went live, and I'm like, he hadn't even gone to eat yet. And he wanted to go get a steak. I said, honey, you're going to have to go find something else to eat because you don't have time for a steak. So why don't you go get something quick to eat for tonight, and then tomorrow go and have a steak and do your laundry and all that stuff. He said, I guess I could do that.
I also take the pork rinds and I'll cut up some pepperoni, mix it in with I'll grate up some cheddar cheese or Monterey Jack or whatever. And I'll sprinkle that over top of it. Nuke them.
Oh, that sounds good.
So,
now, Poppy loves pork rinds. And I don't think he's ever eaten them with cottage cheese. But if I made a dip like that for his pork rinds, I bet he would really like it a lot.
Yeah, it's good, And you don't need a lot of them because they're fat. You're eating fat. Fills you right up. I said I wish Scotch was fat.
Well, that's one of the things I don't care for about pork rinds is that they're so dry.
Yeah.
And with the sour cream and the tomatoes, that would probably keep them from feeling so dry when you swallow them. So, yeah.
But they're great coating. I use them all the time for chicken and pork and stuff like that.
Try a meatloaf with them.
Yeah.
It's delicious. It adds so much flavor to the meat.
I
Whether
can't
you
afford
use-
chopped meat right now.
Well, use ground chicken and ground pork.
I'm at the DMV this morning, and I'm standing a lady, 2 people in front of me. She's standing there, and she must have ate 4 hard-boiled eggs.
Mm. All righty then.
I said, "Really?" Wow. The guy in front of me just looked at me. He says, "I could just gag right now."
That's awesome.
Uh,
So tomorrow I'm going to go outside and plant some provider bush beans, some Cherokee yellow wax beans,
there you go.
and some burgundy beans. Some kind of, what's the name of this darn thing? Yeah, burgundy bush beans. I'm going to have green, yellow, and purple green beans in my green stalk planter that the kids got me for Mother's Day last year.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be kind of colorful and pretty.
Nice.
We'll see. We'll see. I think I can grow 2 plants in each little pocket. The pockets are about this wide and they're deep. And then, of course, they grow out. But I think I can grow 2 or 3 in each one. Because, you can plant bush beans like that far apart and they'll grow. They like to be crowded. So
I might ought to try that in one of my flower beds then.
I was just about to ask you.
Direct,
if you
just
decided-
direct sow it and overpopulate it a little bit and let it bush up.
Yeah, put them 2 or 3 inches apart. They love it. Now, they do have a tendency for the leaves to turn yellow. Just saying. When they get older
Yeah,
and they just
yeah.
start, yeah.
Well,
But what'd you say, Tom?
tonight's going down to 48 here. Jesus.
That sounds terrible.
Well, I'll probably siphon some water off my fish filters and get them going with that.
Yeah, that'll work. My goodness, those beans would love that.
Charlotte, I got parsley growing right now. Remember laughing when the guy would go with the German helmet would go?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
that?
yes.
That's how big the parsley is.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, really,
Well-
really took off. Really took off.
I've lost a box of my seeds in this move. Now, let me take that back. They're not lost. I just can't find them. They're in this house somewhere. Have no idea where. I've been through every single box of seeds. There's 4 of them. And I've got 4 different kinds of basil, a whole bunch of herbs, and a whole bunch of flowers that I just bought like 3 months ago. I just bought these flowers and I wanted to plant them so badly. And I can't find them anywhere. So if I don't find them by the end of next week, I'm not even going to look anymore. I'll just wait till next year. But I really wanted to plant that basil. The only other herbs I have, I think, are this. I don't know how to say this.
Well, it's not too late to buy them again, is it?
No, it's not. But the thing is, you don't get the different flavor varieties unless you have seeds. And I got this marjoram, sweet marjoram.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know what to do with it. I've never used it in my cooking before. So what do you cook?
It's usually they would use marjoram when they were making like a marsala, Indian food, like in a curry and stuff like that. It's good. It has a nice flavor to it.
Oh, it says here a flavorful addition to herb vinegar, fish, vegetable dishes, and cream cheese.
Yeah.
Pot up a plant, bring indoors for winter use. Okay. And then I've got this Long Island dill right here. It's a mammoth dill, so I'm hoping that it is mammoth.
I planted in these Tupperware bins that she had. 1 gallon ice cream bins that she had, these plastic things. I cut the holes in, put the baskets in with the hydro, got the lights on it.
Yeah.
The dill came up and then it just fell over, but it's still green.
My daughter had that problem with her
So
dill, and I don't know why.
I told her, just let it go.
I can grow it outside easy. I mean, it really likes to be in partial shade, and yeah, I do, and it likes water.
Yeah. And that's going to be part of my videos that I'm going to be doing
Yeah.
about what I got growing inside the house and
Oh,
how I use
good.
them and how I use them right from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know? I don't know if I ever told you this, but
Mhm.
if you use parsley by itself
Mhm.
and you juice it, you will get high as a Georgia pine.
Thank you for
Never,
that.
never heard of that.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
No, listen
No,
to
I
that.
really didn't know that. Honest.
Back in the day when I first discovered that I had bladder cancer and stuff, they put me or told me to go on a juicing thing to soothe everything down. But in the long run, it actually hurt me because of all the sugar that I was
Right.
taking.
Mm-hmm.
So my brother says to me, "How you doing?" You know, call me from Jersey. I'm in North Carolina. How you doing? Everything like that. He said, take a bunch of parsley.
Good night,
just-
Miss Kim. Thank you
Good
for
night.
being here.
And run it through the juicer and just drink that down. Okay. He was trying to make light of everything.
Right.
Charlotte, I drank that down and I had to hold on to the counter.
Oh, jeez.
I said, I've been doing this all wrong lately.
Oh, my
A lot of money
goodness.
for scotch. But it goes away really a little while.
Yeah.
But the kicker is make sure you have the bathroom door open. So you get high as a Georgia pine and cleaned out at the same
And I'll
time.
clean you out. Huh?
But the theory behind that, there's so many high antioxidants in it, rather than using it just for a garnish, you should actually cook with it.
Okay.
Okay. And make it into, put it part of the sauce and stuff like that
Right.
without overcooking it.
Mhm.
Okay. Because it has a lot of properties in there for antioxidants and stuff like that.
Huh. Who
Yeah.
knew?
Yeah. I'm saying, wow. But I called him back up again, probably 4 hours after I got paroled from the bathroom. I said, "You dirty, no good."
I
He
bet
left
you
it.
Now was that the flat leaf or was that the curly?
Either one.
either.
Either one. Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
But the one I used was the curly one.
The
but
curly.
not the Italian.
Yeah, I prefer the curly.
I
Yeah.
do too. I think it's number one, it's prettier.
But that
I
juice,
just think it
boy,
tastes better.
It does taste better.
that juice, boy, I tell you what, that lit me up. I was
Mhm.
hanging on. I had this all wrong. I'm drinking scotch on the rocks. I could have been doing parsley. 99 cents a punch.
Parsley on the rocks.
Yeah. And step on it and get out of the men's room.
Well, did it taste pretty good?
It actually had a bitter taste,
Yeah.
but not bad though. Okay, it was almost like a refreshing bitter taste. I don't know how to.
So
Yeah,
it's just parsley and water.
It was just parsley.
Oh, you didn't have to add nothing. No. Oh, okay.
I put 2-3 bunches of that into my juicer and I slammed that down. I said,
Oh, juice. Okay.
I said, I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch. My brother. He laughed. He laughed for a week. He
I
kept
bet
calling me
he
up and just
did.
laughing.
You know, I laughed too. I thought that was hilarious. So,
He said you actually did it. Yeah.
okay, Barry, if you're in the chat, you had to have grown acorn squash before. Please tell me how long the vines get, so I know whether to trellis it or just let it sprawl.
Well, it gets long. We grew them in North
Does it?
Carolina. Yeah.
Does it? Okay. I'll have to trellis that. I've got some acorn squash, some zucchini, some, I don't know what that is, honey something, honey baby. It's
That's,
basically a miniature butternut.
Yeah.
And then I got
Hold
some,
on. I'm gonna show you guys something. I'll be right back.
okay.
All right.
And a small wonder spaghetti squash.
There you go. Hey, Charlotte, you know what I seen? I can't remember her name. She's pretty popular doing growing stuff. But what she did was she bought a sheet of lattice. Okay. And then you know them grow pans you have or the
Yeah, the beds.
the boxes.
Mhm.
Well, what she did was she anchored it on one side, screwed it into the box or however she
Mhm.
anchored it, and then bent it up so it had an arch
Arch. Yeah.
down into the other side. And she planted her spaghetti squash, her acorn squash, all that stuff, and manipulated them to come inside the diamonds.
Yeah.
And everything grew in through there.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
interestingly enough, I happen to have some cattle panel.
What is
Oh,
that?
look at that.
Looky here.
Is that blackberries or raspberries?
Blackberries.
Blackberries. Oh my.
Now, let me tell you, I bought this plant this way. It was already like blossoming with berries. Okay,
Mhm.
I've got just enough berries on here to make a fruit salad before I kill this poor unfortunate plant.
Kill it. Why are you going to kill it for?
It came home with me, but we're going to enjoy the
Oh.
berries.
Jeez. Just go plant it in the full sun in the backyard or front yard or wherever you want it.
I'm
Like
going to try not to kill
oil.
it, but I'm probably going to kill it.
You're not going to kill it. Keep giving it water. Don't forget it's water. You'll be fine.
Charlotte, I went out before. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I had to take my shot. So I went out before and I seen a note, do not touch. And it was a napkin. And looks like Marie might have had some strawberries tonight,
Oh,
but took the outside seeds off of them and they were on the napkin. She's going to dry.
oh,
not-
bless her heart. You know what? She's going to get some strawberries, isn't she?
Do not touch. I got my marching orders. I would have sneezed and blew them all over the house.
Right? That's crazy. What were you drinking tonight, sir? Well, officer, it was parsley. Oh, my goodness.
I would have loved to have them do a draw blood on that.
Oh, ain't that the truth? I think I'm super excited about these little miniature spaghetti squashes. Because my kids won't eat them. So I could grow enough for me and Poppy to eat a whole one by ourselves.
Do they like fried stuff, like fritters and stuff? Because you can do
I
them
have
that
no
way
idea what
also.
they like anymore. I really,
You can do that kind of stuff like that with them.
but I am buying some langostinos. It's only an 8-ounce package, but I'm making some lobster rolls tomorrow.
There you go.
Doesn't that sound good?
It does sound good.
Damn it. I don't like you, Charlotte.
You could just have a lobster salad. You could put some sour cream in it, and
Oh no, I would put that on romaine lettuce.
oh
that
yeah,
means-
you could do that. Yeah,
But that means I got to get up early and go to Vaughn's
And
and
go
see
get
what
it?
kind of line. Yeah, and have a little powwow with the fish guy.
right. That's I got a craving flung on me from this lady that makes. Well, she has a recipe channel, but all of her videos have like 5 recipes, and they're quick and they're simple. And the last one that I watched was that she was making no cook dishes, basically. And this was one of them. She took the langoustine and made a salad, blah, 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 put it in the bread and blah, blah, done. But one of the things she did was really creative. She took pita, stuffed it with whatever it was she was stuffing it with, folded it, stuck it in the toaster instead of cooking it, in the oven or on the stovetop or what have you. I said, dear God in heaven, that was genius.
Yeah.
And she did the same thing with a tortilla. She made something with the tortilla, folded it up, folded it again, bam, put it in there, and it took 2 minutes.
This
You know?
guy Kevin takes the tortillas, and I tell you what, he made them smash burgers and layered them things. And I'm saying, look at this.
It sounds amazing too.
I told Marie, get my insulin. I'm going to make a tortilla.
I just need a double dose of that insulin tonight.
And give me a double shot of parsley, please.
2 needles and parsley.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll talk to you later.
That's right. Well, guys, I'm going to end this live stream. Thank you so much, Marcel, for coming up and joining us. It's been so long.
Good seeing you, Marcel.
Yeah, I'm glad to see y'all. Glad to see everybody.
I hope you come
Thank
back.
you for having me.
Grumpus and Tom, thank you all both for coming up and joining me tonight.
Yep.
I appreciate you both, and I couldn't do this thing without you guys.
Good talking to everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, and chat, y'all are the best. Thank you so much. For
Marcel,
supporting
nice seeing you again. Good night, Granny.
Yes.
Everybody
Bye,
have a
guys.
wonderful night.
Okay.
See you next time. Good
Have
night.
fun tomorrow.
Grumpus, stay out of trouble.